The Rogue Room appreciates your recommendation.
I do find myself wondering how the fuck I've managed to pull 29 viewers in a starting soon screen. Please forgive my incredibly masculine voice, by the way. I could certainly try elevating my pitch a little bit, but then it just sounds like I'm putting it on. Heat from fire, fire from heat. NB pals, guys and gals, welcome back to the Rogue Room. I am your host, the indomitable, the unassailable, the Abigail Beck.
Thank you for
Thank you for
continuing
the
your
sub.
membership.
Forlorn.
Half a year, we're still queer. Abby Beck, gives a heck. The Rogue Room, Sonic Boom. I'm a sub, 'cause I love Abigail Beck.
Hey, it actually played the whole thing. Fuck yes. Thank you so kindly, Forlorn, for kicking us off this week with a tier 1 for 6 fucking months. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. It's a pleasure to see you all. I'm sorry I didn't stream last night. Yesterday was not a good day. We'll put it that way. Yesterday was terrible. But we're back into it. We're back into the swing of things. Hello, Riot Girl. How's it going? We are going to kick off with some yo-yo, apparently, to start. I'm not a yo-yo expert, by the way. I don't know why I put that in there. Thank you for the head pat, super heckin' valid, uwu. I don't know why I put yo-yo in there. I'm not impressive with it. And just because I should have expected Fox would have redeemed that. There we go, a bit of a flex for you. I've lost mass, I swear to God. Can somebody give Tabsy a 1-minute timeout? Where'd I put my yo-yo? There we go. I am able to get Ziwa cuddles right now. But I think Ziwa's about to take off for a bath, so I don't know how long she's going to be. Is someone redeeming cuddles? Oh, hang on. I think I've turned it off, actually. We'll do yo-yo in just a sec. Let me see. I'm still muscly, but I've lost mass. I've actually gone down in weight quite a bit, which is not bad, but I'm not working out either, so I'm losing, like, all of my mass, no matter what it is. We're getting through it tonight. Okay, let me see. Hugs are turned off currently. There we go. I can turn them back on for you. Anywho, let's do yo-yo. Want to see my cute little playsuit? Look at my playsuit. Look, isn't this freaking adorable? Look at this thing. It's cute as fuck. Anyway, Maddie, it's time for hugs. Oh yeah, she needs to put pants on, lol. That's why you wear a playsuit. It's a shirt and it's pants. You don't have to worry about it. It's really hard to pee, though. Has anyone seen the comic of the girl wearing the playsuit? She's like, ooh, yeah, cute, playsuit, look at me. And then the next panel of the comic is her sitting on the toilet with it around her ankles, just bare nude, with this awkward look on her face. And it's like, yeah, that's quite literally how it is. This is more like an overall playsuit, though, so you gotta wear a shirt under it. Yeah, playsuits are awesome till you have to pee naked. Okay, Maddie's... Oh, we're both doing Dangerfield tonight. We're both doing AFAB store shit. Okay. No, you're fine. Come on. No one's gonna notice, okay? Just like, yeah. But you gotta show them the shirt though, hey. Show them what, okay. Show them what the shirt says.
It says, I hate people.
Bye. Mwah. Where's my ring? I'm gonna put my ring on. There we go. We're gonna do the trans pride ring. Look, I can actually show you up close and you can see the trans colors now because I took the light filters out of my thing. Pardon? It does. Yeah, I took the color filters out because, like, I figured, like, it was cool. It was a cool look. It was a cool vibe, but,
These too bright?
they are a bit bright. Let's turn them down a bit. How's that? That's a little more chill.
You don't hurt your eyes. Keep it headache.
Yeah, I've got a headache. I've got a headache. Everybody sub to me because I have a headache.
Waterfall?
I think so.
No.
Do you want to put some ice in it? Abigail, I might be gay. I might be gay. I'm actually straight for pay.
Thank you for continuing.
Oh, I wasn't
membership.
expecting that to work, actually. Common Enemy, thank you for the 10 months, you legend with that prime. Thank you so kindly. Your upper body muscle gives you a fair amount of dysphoria. It's nearly all gone thanks to your girl pills. I've definitely lost upper body mass since... Because, like, I posted a selfie today. I'll show you the selfie that I can show you on stream. Right, I posted this pre-transition selfie. This is how much upper body mass I used to have at one stage. And I think I was even bigger than this. Prepare yourselves for shirtless man. Okay, that is a shirtless man. That's what I used to look like. And I can definitely tell you I've lost mass since transitioning. I was much bigger than that. And it wasn't even that much effort, honestly. But... this is the thing, is like I still follow a bunch of buff girls on Instagram and I'm like, I've switched from wanting to look like the buff bodybuilder guys I used to follow, who I think I've mostly unfollowed now, to wanting to look like all the buff bodybuilder girls I follow on Instagram. So it's like the forever struggle of wanting to be huge, but not wanting to be huge. Oh, anyways. Jealous of my exercise tactics. Just what? To lose weight, just get on estrogen and also develop an eating disorder. Don't do that. Don't follow that advice. That's bad advice. My girlfriend has stolen my mirror. How dare she?
Can we get smudge?
Hmm?
Can we get smudge?
Where is he? Oh, can you put my sword where it belongs?
Yeah. Fine.
The struggle of being Hugh Jackman. You're an absolute twink and want to be bigger. She told me, right? She told me that this guy was a twink.
No, it's a buff twink.
She reckons this guy was a buff twink.
Oh, I've seen other photos and it's a very twinky.
Look at the fucking Chad jawline on this cunt. I've
seen very twinky photos.
Twunk. They're calling me a
That's
twunk.
Right. My butt's hanging out.
Okay. A twunk. Alright. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. That's a twink and hunk. Okay,
That's
okay.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Do you reckon he bottomed? I mean, we don't have... This is the thing, is like, we don't have any evidence of that ever happening, is the thing. He was compet. This guy was so compet. He never took a dick in his life.
Is that the right way?
Yeah. That way. Yeah. Just pull the little belt up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. We're doing production and set design. I'm feeling a little better today. My girlfriend is setting up the background for me. Yeah, just so the trigger is on the blanket. There you go. There you go.
This is nerd shit right here.
Yeah, I'm just putting my nerd shit out
Anything else?
with my shitty nerd.
I've had all these dildos. Do you want those in the bed too?
Better not, just for TOS.
There's nothing there, don't worry.
There is actually something. I mean,
What?
that long strap thing. I mean, that's arguably something, right?
Ooh, because it's Therastase.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, I need to kick her out. She's gonna start embarrassing me because of our sex life. Okay. Okie dokie. Thank you for the head pats, the head scritches. Huh? Oh, he's fine. We like Smudge. Do we like Smudge? Hang on. They're him. There's Smudge. There's my legs. There we go. We love Smudge. He's okay. He's tolerable. There's you, just in the shot. Hello. Are you gonna have a bath?
Not yet.
Okay.
My body does that.
Okie dokie. Okendoken. Are those Neekums emotes? No, who are those emotes? MCDM. I don't know who that is. Mwah. Oh, there's a cable there. Anyway, he strikes me as someone who'd be a top in messages, but the second I turned on the Dom vibes, he'd keyboard smash with the best of them. This is a guy who uses bottom emoji and doesn't realize what exactly the implication is. Okay? You would see that man on Grindr and he would forever ghost me because he's out of my league. I honestly don't know why he didn't get more matches on Tinder. He's actually... He'd get pussy. Would he get pussy? Can we get some, like... Why am I trying to gloat about my past self? Jesus Christ. D&D designer stream. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh no, I've got a guy in my Twitter DMs who's just saying, good morning. Or, hi. Cool. I've started doing this thing. Okay, call me a greedy, selfish capitalist if you want. And I totally understand why. But when a strange man slides in my DMs... I have started sending them a link to my coffee and just saying, send me $50 and I'll consider this conversation. And I figure like no one's responded to it yet. But it's got to work one time, right? I'm going to just keep doing that. If I get random men in my DMs, they're getting a link to my coffee and just like, send me money, thanks. And then I'll talk to you. Because I'm an obnoxious twit. Hello, Haley. How you doing? This guy uses the hot emoji and doesn't realize it's the horny emoji. He probably doesn't. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. Even worse when they're like, hey, can I ask you something? I actually had a guy send me a DM asking in good faith seemingly about his own personal attraction to trans women. And I gave him a pretty... because his initial message was rather respectful, right? I did give him a response that sort of broke down my thoughts on it personally and said that, you know, there's probably a lot of people that would regard your current attraction as chaser attitude, but also chaser involves other behavior, like just generally being creepy to trans women as a whole. I mean, I don't know what everyone's thoughts are on this. But if a man, for example, is particularly attracted to trans women, but isn't a chaser about it, isn't like being creepy, are they still a chaser? You know, if a guy likes a chick with a dick, but isn't like perverse about it, isn't like overtly sexualizing every trans woman, I don't know. I think that just comes around to the fact that sexuality is weird and definitely not rigid. He also looks like a default human fighter from D&D. Lol. Lamau. That's just what they're into. Yeah, if you're not fetishizing, I don't think it's chaser behavior. If you have a genuine attraction to trans women and you have a genital preference for penises, right, then I don't think it's like necessarily a bad thing. It's just when you turn that into a creepy behavior that you become a chaser. You know, why are we having this discourse of all things? But I mean, it's something. If they're a visible ally out of the bedroom, they're not a chaser. I can see that. Transamorous, there you go. You made a video about it. Hell yeah, send it to me. I love chicks with dicks so much now on HRT. I mean, I get that too. Personally, I love trans girls because I'm a trans girl. And as someone who is... Well, here's an interesting thought train that I was considering earlier. If we go back to my tweet that blew up today, like, I don't know if you follow me on Twitter. You should, by the way. I posted something to the effect of... Let me go through and read it out to you. Where is it? It's got like 500 something likes, 600 likes or something now. During my time masking as male, I legitimately believed masculinity was meant to feel like this sucks, but I need to tough it out because that's how you get respect. Took me a while to realize what the actual problem was. What's wild is I was definitely not a conventional male at like 18, 20-ish. That's kind of not really all that related. But like there was this whole thing, right? And during that phase of performing masculinity in such a way, and, you know, observing and emulating men in a very specific manner, it makes me wonder, was there at all any latent attraction to men involved in that was simply repressive? But the thing is, looking at it now, being a lot more sexually liberated, so to speak, I don't see myself as having any specific attraction to men. I don't know. Sexual attraction's weird. Here's a video. We can take a look at that if you like. What up, Luffy? How's it going? Where's your 360p? I don't know. Don't you want to watch at 1080p? Oh, your shitty internet buffers at 1080p. Okay, that sucks. Hello Milam, how's it going? Hey Bob the Blade, what's going on? Many men in my DMs are fixated on my junk. Does that make them chasers? Oh, definitely. I mean, if you've got men in your DMs asking about, I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of
The
people
Rogue
who
Room
slide in
appreciates
DMs.
your recommendation.
Milan, thank you for the host. Oh. Is the chatbot working? No, it's not. Botwick! It's not connected. I just realized that. Why is that not connected? Connect. Seems to be invalid. Generate token. Okay. Son of a bitch. This is the Twitch bot account. Okay, so... I've got to log into my damn bot. Son of a bitch. Oh, and I got to check my fucking emails. Cunt. I hate Streamlabs chatbot for this. Jesus Christ. You feel like you want to date men in order to feel like a woman. I've heard that kind of train of thought before, actually. Which... That never struck me personally. And I never had any sexual attraction to men beforehand. Which leaves me in a precarious position. Not precarious. Leaves me in a curious position. Because, like... You know, just socially speaking, the penis is associated with men. Am I back from my Roger Federer quarantine? Wasn't it? Well, it's supposed to be Novak Djokovic in quarantine. There we go. Is that connected now? Somebody use a command. There we go. There we go. That did work. Okay, it's working now. Cool. We don't need to worry about logging it into my account. Sweet. Find men mostly in the bedroom, but in a relationship, you're down if the guy's your type. Yes. Novak Djokovic is the one who got a positive COVID test on December 16th, still flew out to Australia to participate in the Australian Open, did not quarantine, and his visa to compete has been, like, contested. The ruling to try and get the visa revoked has been overturned, or whatever it is. And there have been photos of him on the day that he tested positive, going to a meet and greet, shaking hands with fans and children. Right? He's been around people while being positive for COVID, while having a positive COVID result. Ugh. Hate the guy. Fuck. Djokovic is problematic, definitely. As an almost 30-year-old with years of experience, I can quite confidently say, where are we? I want to see the rest of this thread, and I missed where that comment was. Confidently saying Menariki. Think I'd find it validating to have my body up against a much more masculine body, you think? This is where I'm, like, weird. Like, I think I'm one of those people, personally. And this will piss some turfs off, I bet ya. Personally, I seem to realize that my attraction to women definitely leaned sapphic before I came out. Right? Or before my egg cracked, or whatever, however you want to define it as transitioning. A lot of the girls I was interested in turned out to be bi or lesbian themselves. Right? So that's something. Type being not an egotistical dick and physically is tall with long hair and nice facial hair. There you go. Is the penis associated with being in their bum? Always felt that you were attracted to the idea of being in a relationship with a man, but not attracted to any actual man. I think I see what you mean, honestly. You're attracted to the gayness of a potential relationship. I mean, there's that too. And honestly, this is why I would say I'm probably pan at the very least. You know. In that, you know, were there a man, quote unquote, I suppose, that I found personally attractive enough, I'd go there. You know. You're always attracted to lesbians. I mean, yeah. Basically, the point of ContraPoints is shame, yeah. Autogynephilia. Love that for me. You know. Where Blanchard posting tonight? You're not attracted to the idea of masculinity. You're not attracted to masculinity at all, but you find the idea of dating men interesting. Masculinity is an interesting concept. And honestly, I find myself wanting more and more to read Raywin Connell's Masculinities on that subject. Because there's some interesting ideas there. You know? do autogynephagia instead. What's that? Self-cannibalism. Anyway, where were we? Like, for a long time... No, I get it, MB. It's all good. You love it all, cock is fucking awesome, and pussy is scrumptious. I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree. What was I going to say? Fuck, there was a point I was going to make here that I've forgotten. Yeah, I think honestly, there's an argument to be made that masculinity is not necessarily performed for women, but more for men. The way that masculinity, broadly speaking, socially acceptable masculinity, toughness, gruffness, man of the house kind of stuff, it's played up for respect. It's not really put forth, like, don't get me wrong, I have certainly heard, generally speaking, cis women, but, you know, just women in general, who've relayed this attitude of, like, I want a nice, strong, manly man who's big and protective and yada, yada, yada. You get the point. But my general understanding of it from the years performing it, and I mean the years where I was actively invested in masculinity, mind you, where I was, you know, doing my best to emulate those behaviors and attitudes as much as I could, is that it was very much, and I'm not just talking about how my own personal internal interpretation of it, but observations of how other men would behave as well, is that they were doing it to seem more impressive to other men, because that's how you increase your social standing in a patriarchal society. If you become more acceptable to other men in the same society, you know, you're more likely to see good results from that in other areas. It is pretty gay. Patriarchy is fucking gay. It is. It's the gayest shit in the world. There you go. Because even a masculine man dating a woman, there you go. There's your flex, by the way, Raw. Even a masculine man dating a feminine woman. The feminine woman isn't even for his own benefit. I mean, it is, but the benefit of having an attractive wife or girlfriend, so that other men can look and say, oh, that bloke's got a hot chick. Like, the amount of times that I have heard men say to other men, oh, your wife's a looker, eh? Or some shit like that. They'll compliment each other's wives all the time. Hello, Gwendolyn, how you doing? Patriarchy is also weirdly daddy kinkish, yeah. And men say women have daddy issues. Fuck. My only daddy issue is how much my dad is fanatically obsessed with Star Wars. It's honestly kind of baffling. They get ideal partners to look like they're better men to other men. Yes, they want to be the standard other men look up to. Right? And if there are men that they see as above them that they want the respect of, then they want to do everything they possibly can. And I did this. They want to do everything that they possibly can to impress those men above them so that those men above them notice them. Notice me, senpai. And I did this. I told you this story. Like this picture a minute ago. Let me bring it back up really quickly. History. Where's the picture? Is it this one? No, that's not it. Well, the picture we were looking at a minute ago. Like, oh, it's here on my profile. Like, look at this dude, okay? Let's have a look at this guy for a second. That haircut and that facial hair, you know what that is? I think I've explained this to you before, but take a guess why I had that haircut that has the fade from like a 1 to a 2 to like short on top and nicely styled, and then that nicely trimmed stubble that's like thick enough that you can see it, and it's nicely trimmed and neat. You know why I did that? Genuinely, I was working at a supermarket called Coles at the time. It's a prominent supermarket chain here in Australia, and the manager, not gonna, no word of a lie, looked like that. That was his look. Haircut, beard. He wore glasses, but I wasn't going to go get my eyesight checked to get a prescription just to look that much like him. He was the store manager. So to my mind, looking more like him was to emulate aspects of him visually, at least, that would make me more likely to be noticed by him. So he was the standard. He was the reason I styled myself that way in an attempt to get his attention. Is my manager single? I don't know. I haven't worked there in like 2-3 years. It is kind of gay, and that's the thing, that's the point. It's like, that's a thing that men do. I wasn't the only one that did that. in my performance of masculinity. I was not the only one who was doing that kind of thing. Like, they weren't copying his hairstyle. You know. I mean, it is a big neurodivergent moment too, as well. And to be aware of the fact that you're doing it is hugely endy. Before transitioning, you never cared for fitting the so-called social standard and always veered away from it. Well, I mean, that's understandable. I mean, so in that view, S1 MPing is wrong because it's for the wrong sex. What? I'm confused. Oh, simping is wrong because it's for the wrong sex. I think you can say simping. I think you can say simping, you can say incel, you can say virgin in chat as long as you're not directing it at someone. If he had my current dress sense, I'd bang pre-transition. It's just a shame, honestly, because like in that tweet I mentioned earlier, there was a phase right around 18 to 20-ish where I was a little bit more gender androgynous, and I was exploring more with goth fashion in particular. Like, obviously that's come back. Yeah. I don't think you'd get into trouble for saying the words, but it's when you direct them at somebody that's the problem. So you're saying his masculinity is not innate at all, but a performance. It's a performance that you are taught from childhood, right? From the moment you are born. This is the reason we got those stupid fucking gender reveal parties now. From the moment you are born, before you're even out of the womb, the performance that you will be engaging in from birth is laid out before you. You are given a set of instructions and you are expected to follow those to the letter, right? Some people don't, obviously. And it's hard to, like, this is where things get tricky. Some people, obviously, most people really just go along with the performance. They really enjoy what they do. They really enjoy the fact that they are man or woman, and it doesn't bother them. They don't think about it. Cis people do not think about what it would be like to be the other gender. They don't have dreams about it. They don't constantly ruminate on it. You know? Gender reveal parties are gross unless you have one as a trans person. That would have been great, actually. I wish I did that, but we were in the pandemic. We were like, when I came out, we'd only just come out of first lockdown in Australia. So I think getting everyone together for a party would have been a bad idea off the bat. Path of Least Resistance also plays some part there for sure. So yeah, exactly. So it's like you learn to play your gender role acceptably enough. You know, you learn to play how to be a man or how to be a woman, how to be a boy, how to be a girl, acceptably enough that most people just like set into it and it's fine. And for a lot of people are not good with it. So a lot of people out there are not comfortable with it. Imagine gendering gender. Pro tip, you can't. Wish androgyny was a bigger thing. Oh, I love androgyny. I love androgyny. It's one of my favorite things. I love the idea of like sort of not gender bending, but like sort of crushing people's expectations. My first birthday was right after coming out and transitioning, so I had a first birthday party. Oh. Do wonder about my gender identity because I'm friends with so many trans people who talk about it, but I do like my gender, I think. I will say that being friends with trans people would certainly make you contemplate gender more, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think. Like, if you are comfortable in your gender, right, and you are also aware of what goes on in other people's heads and all that, doesn't mean you're necessarily trans yourself, but you know. Hello, Mark, man, how you doing? I am well. I'm okay. Last few days have been rough, but I'm okay. We're talking gender, which is fun, you know. You found a pre-transition pic of me. I changed my previous comment. If you had my current dress sense and had a better kept goatee. This is really turning AGP, honestly. Oh, goodness me. Like, I don't know. I think this is one of those things that you were so twinky, you definitely were. You still are. What was I going to say? Shit, I forgot. I had a train of thought going and I lost it. But like, there's an interesting little thing to consider, because the reason I would say, and the reason some other people have suggested, that gender is performative, right, is because without the social context, and you can't really argue this point because social context is everything, right? we can't really have this discussion of what if a child was raised in a completely genderless society? How would they choose to present or what have you? And that's not really gonna work. We don't have a way to test that, ethically speaking. Short of putting a newborn baby in a little grey room and just raising them like that, which is going to lead to a very fucked up individual. There's really no way you could reasonably say that it is or it isn't performative. Forced NBification. There's really no way you could look at that idea as a thought experiment. I mean, you could. Gender has multiple facets, so the expression is a performance. The identity is more ingrained upon us, but internalized. Yeah, exactly. It's... Form a commune that consists of only NBs, have them raise a child. I mean, you could. I don't see anything wrong with it. Hello, Heretic Gaming. How you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, trans people are allowed fedoras. I have one, I think. Well, I have... Not a fedora. This is the thing, is how do you define a fedora? What's a fedora? What counts as a fedora? People have radically changed the definition of what a fedora is over the years. Problematique individual. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's my my title. Also, I looked up fedora and the first result was Linux software. It's a type of hat, yes, but the definition of what type of hat it is. Because people have been calling trilbies fedoras for a while now. That's not how they work. Anyways. It does take a village. That's a thing we should consider, actually. How parenting and the idea of it takes a village to raise a child has sort of been thrown out the window, thrown by the wayside. Cool sword. I'm glad you like it. Has she put it on there correctly? Yeah, mostly. I think it'll be fine. Fedoras are good if you're bald and need something to cover that egghead. Alternatively, take the Tim Pool route and just wear a beanie. If you want. A fedora is what Indiana Jones wore. Yeah, exactly. It's a hat to match your katana and cargo shorts. No. Cargo jorts. They are jorts. Thank you very much. They're denim. You're welcome. How's it going, mate? Nuclear families are a capitalist lie. That they are. And that, if nothing else, should be one of the more blatant examples of how patriarchy controls women, just in general, just women. Because, of course, the role of the woman still in society today even is considered that she should become a wife and then mother and then raise the children herself while the father goes off and becomes the breadwinner. That's still a surprisingly prominent attitude. Nuke the family, I agree. Have I turned on the portal gun? It's not there anymore. It's gone. We got rid of it. Well, it's over there now. It's on the floor over there out of the way. I'm tossing it. Someone else is having it. I'm trying to get rid of most of my junk so that I can move. There's a reason you'd feel more comfortable raising a child while in a stable polyam relationship. I mean, yeah. Ideal situation. You would have a large enough family that, by the way, we have a moving goal if you want to tip to it. I think if you had a large enough family consisting of grandparents and uncles and aunties and nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters and all, if you had a big enough family living close enough together, that could be your village, feasibly speaking. But in the modern day, independence is so valued that people will grow up, move away to another place, start a family completely detached from the rest of their family, or, the family will become, an extension of your social circle you see occasionally. The whole idea of it takes a village to raise a child has been thrown out for whatever reason. Vibe a lot with St. Andrewism, a video about rethinking family. That would be rad. One of your partners has 8 other partners and her kid is really cool. They've got a really good handle on gender relationships in 13. Well, that's good. I'm currently trying to teach my 9-year-old about proper preferred pronouns and how gender works and stuff like that. So my junk to chases. I mean, having kids that understand that kind of stuff is important, I think. Because even if you just teach them the preferred pronouns thing, which it's not even really preferred pronouns, they're just pronouns, but the fact of the matter is, there are certain pronouns that are definitely not preferable to the ones that I go by. But on the surface of it, let's throw back to that stupid fucking video, which I've now privated because it was just getting me harassed constantly. The Matt Walsh book, right? Remember when we reacted to the Matt Walsh book? The Johnny the Walrus thing? What that book teaches, if it were a real thing, which I don't think they're actually selling copies of that piece of shit, but they might be. All that book teaches is that if you see a kid that's different, they should be bullied and harassed until they normalize. Until they fit in with everybody else's standards, right? On the inverse, if you teach kids about transness and gender diversity and pronouns, like, and I mean like, preferred pronouns, and the fact that just because you might have seen someone as a boy before doesn't mean they can't be a girl, etc., etc., then you are instilling in that child a sense of empathy. And unfortunately, there are a lot of kids out there who are not getting that sense of empathy instilled into them. And kids do that anyway, but we shouldn't be encouraging that kind of behavior is the thing. And we shouldn't just let it slide because it's gonna happen anyway. Right? If I look closer, you would have bought a few statues probably. Yeah, there's still a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. It Takes a Village was originally a Hillary Clinton speech. Years ago, you wrote a punk song called It Takes a Potemkin Village. What's Potemkin? What have I missed? For NFT prices. What's NFT prices? I saw something about NFTs. I think Steph Sterling has put up another video on NFTs. As an empath, I feel that bullying kids is bad. Hot take. Very, very hot take. Oh yeah, Cryptovania. Yeah. Giga Chad bullying Enjoyer versus Virgin being nice fan. Can't wait till NFTs go away. They're probably going to burn the rest of the planet to a core, they're going to glass the planet before we get to the point where they can before they stop trying with NFTs. Can't believe they're trying to teach children about pronouns in English class. You know someone's complained about that. You just know for a fact somebody out there who doesn't have a good grasp on the English language but has a really strong grasp on how pronouns are a weapon of the woke left agenda. You just know somebody has gone on their Facebook page or on Twitter or something like that and just had a screeching fit about how they're not 2-year-old, their second grader is learning about pronouns. You just know it. Games have NFTs, non-flushable toilets, not Fallout. Oh, actually, no, you drink out of the toilet in Fallout. What about verbs? You're not allowed to have verbs. Adjectives? No fucking way. Language? Not happening. Did I hear about Crypto Island? No, I did not. If you say anything bad in your video, it's because it's 10 years old. We should watch it, actually. Passing and transsexuality. Transensuality, not transsexuality, sorry. Let's watch this. I think we've watched one of your videos before, Fallen, haven't we? Let's watch another one. Let's do it. Fuck yeah. Why not? I'm down.
So there's a couple topics I wanted to talk about which are kind of controversial, but I felt it was important to...
Oh, just you in the hospital, yeah. Sorry I said transsexuality. I've been vibing more with the feel of the term transsexual lately. Just, I don't know why. Transensuality.
Really solidify my opinions on these issues. The first one is passing, or living stealth. Now, if you've watched my
this is Fallen in
videos,
chat.
you know that I'm not really concerned with passing or living stealth that much. But I just wanted to solidify the fact that, to me, I'm comfortable being out and identified as a trans person. For the most part, I think passing has to do with being seen as non-trans more than it has to do about...
Hang on, we're going to have to harass Maddie to come in for hugs. Madeline! Yeah? Hugs! I think she's playing Destiny. Hold on a sec, Hecklin. We'll get to it in a minute.
Passing as a certain sex. There's an idea that everyone wants to be...
I pass as having sex with your mum. Oh, got him.
...be seen as...
Sorry, I'll stop. I'm a
non-trans
dumbass.
person in their chosen sex. For me, that's not really an issue. The only time that comes into play is when I feel threatened, or if I'm worried about somebody arguing or reacting really aggressively towards me being a trans person. But personally, Like, I'm not doing a transition to be identified as a cissexual person because I'm a transgendered person. That's part of my history, that's part of my body. So I'm transitioning to be a trans woman. I'm taking away some of the effects of male puberty, and I'm adding a female puberty to add feminine features, but I'm still a trans person. I have a trans history, and those are things that I'm not trying to avoid. So, you know, I'm not trying to hide my old name, I'm not trying to hide my old pictures, I'm not trying to hide anything about me that would be identified as trans, but yet I'm still transitioning towards what I feel is a more comfortable body and gender role.
When you say cissexual, would we be referring to the same kind of thing that transsexual used to mean, or would we be referring to cissexuality? I think it'd be the former. Fun fact, the guy who was making Cryptoland said mental maturity should be more than enough in regards to age of consent. Okay, of course. Who can be shocked? Wait, which one, Forlorn? Regarding how cisgender was pretty new 10 years ago. There we go. So, yeah.
And so, if anything, I want to be identified as a trans woman or a genderqueer.
You're being
but,
weird.
you know, being identified as cissexual, meaning non-trans, is not really my goal. I don't think I would be offended by it, but again, it's not about, to me, it's not about other people and their reaction to me. So if I'm visibly trans, that's fine. So, I mean, obviously making YouTube channels, doing things, I'm pretty open about it, and I know some people are worried about it. They don't want people to know that I'm trans, or they don't want people to find out that they're trans. And I guess I don't want to live in a world where being trans is seen as a stigma. So that's why I'm openly trans, despite what this video looks like. And that ties into the second thing I wanted to talk about, which is transensual people. Some people refer to them as tranny chasers, but I've already addressed them in a previous video. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are primarily attracted to transgendered people, but in a total way, not in just a purely sexual way. So I've met a few people recently that have been very affirming to my identity. The first one I had a relationship with, she liked me, and we met specifically because I'm a trans woman, and I think that was a very good experience for me, but it also showed me the ways that I still have some work to do in terms of relationships in general. The second person is a friend of mine who I met recently. I've been talking to a whole lot. She's also very interested and attracted to trans women. And this is really when I started to, we're not in a relationship, but just, I really was affirmed by that, that she was attracted to me for who I am as a total person, both my body and, you know, everything about me is okay with her. It's not like I have to hide my transness. It's not like I have to, and there's no expectation of getting surgery or those type of things. That, you know, I can identify as a trans woman, and that is a good thing. It's not a negative thing. So both in terms of myself, in terms of, you know, passing myself as
I can post the video. Here we go. There we go. Sleeping with someone is more than just the genitals. Yeah, ideally. There's way more to it.
Trans person is really...
I'm a slut. If I want to sleep with you, then I want to sleep with you. Gender really has nothing to do with it. Which is more pansexual than anything. You know.
That's the way I look at it is... if I'm passing, then I'm passing as a trans woman. And anything else besides that is probably missing who I really am. And in terms of relationships, my ideal is also to be with somebody who likes me for who I am, who doesn't just see me as just a woman and doesn't acknowledge my male sides or aspects of my body, or doesn't see me as just a man either, and doesn't acknowledge my feminine sides, but who sees me as a trans woman or even a genderqueer person who can appreciate all aspects of me. And I think that's really...
Momo, I'm pansexual. I want to remove y'all's pants consensual. For goodness sake, this chat has become way too horny.
a powerful and affirming thing. Unfortunately, I think it's kind of a rare thing.
Everyone get
I've only
bonked.
met a few people who I really feel comfortable with on that level, who are attracted to me.
This is self-flagellative, by the way. You're all bonking yourselves because you've been too horny.
Not just a sexual way, but
Hang on. No, not ZN.
to all aspects.
Give me a second. I want my snipping tool. Snip. Give me this. I need to post this now on the Twitters. I'm making you all repent for your crimes. This is probably not helping, actually. If I make you self-bonk, that'll probably make you hornier. You bunch of losers. Anyway. Hi! My girlfriend's here.
Should,
Yeah, do you fly up, darling? Hello, Katrina. How you doing? Pantsed sexual. Yeah, you're all masochists, I bet. Huge cuddle puddle and whatever happens, happens. That sounds like an orgy to me. I'm down. Hugs? And she just nodded to that when I mentioned the orgy. You don't hate people. You want to fuck them.
yeah.
Gross. Why would you do that? Cringe. Oh, don't pull me over. Jesus.
Look how tall I am.
How tall are you?
You just slouch.
Are you taller than me? I'm not slouching. I'm not slouching. They can't see.
I'm taller.
She's taller, apparently.
Oh, hello.
This is my arm candy, by the way. Wow. Basic.
Quitais.
Basic. Oh my god, 100 bits. I want to say dollars, I wish. 100 bits, thank you, Momo, for the cuties. He just sitting there.
I can't get ice into my water bottle.
You got what?
I can't get ice in the water pump bottle.
Oh, shit. Don't steal my ice.
No. I should
Oh.
really clean that orange one.
Look, hang on. Here's the baby. I have to show you the baby.
He's like, yeah, dude, how's it going?
Another round, on you.
Thank you for the 50 penniment. Oh no, don't give him that!
He's not gonna do anything with it.
Oh, you sure? Hold on a minute.
Just ignore him. He won't do it if you do the video.
He's not gonna do it knowing everyone's watching. Hot take, dogs are better than cats. I've got a friend who's got a dog called Blueberry.
Oh, Blueberry is so adorable.
Blueberry is the cutest. I should show you, but I also worry that Blueberry, like, showing that might sort of dox my friend, so I don't want to. Okay. Ready? Wait for it.
This is TOS. Come on.
Cheap ass
Don't do
bitch.
this.
Hey, Fallen, thank you for the 5 bits. Can you take him out? No. You're not taking that under here.
The way he waddles with it. Come on,
He's
man.
trying to get it. He's trying to hide away with it. You know what he's trying to do to this damn llama.
Come on.
Take him out. I don't want to expose... No, he's disappointed now.
Come
Giga Chad cat versus virgin cat sex doll, basically.
It's warm in here.
Huh?
It's warm in here.
Yeah, take him out so he's not
Turn the
warm.
aircon.
You can put the aircon on. Yeah, go on.
I'll be chatting. I don't want to come.
Huh? Off you go. Shoot. Quick, get the squirty bottle. Are you going to try to get him to
We have
jump?
a squirty bottle for him.
No, we don't. We do have a squirty bottle for Vess, but
He's
we
a
don't
little
squirt her to punish her. We don't punish him either, but... We'll get back to the video in just a sec, because cat.
Oh.
Cat must be removed. because he's too horny.
Jealous.
Bzzzt. Say goodbye to Cat. Just buy him a feline.
Jesus Christ, that's so bad.
That's...
Who said that? Mike,
How dare you?
I will ban.
Bonk him. I can bonk him. Get me a big inflatable baseball bat or something. And I'll bonk the cat. Buy him a fur light. Stop!
We did. That's what the llama is. We bought it for that purpose.
That's what the llama is.
We bought it so you wouldn't fuck all our other toys.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
You all claim to be vegans and care about animals, but you don't even allow the cat to head fuck a llama.
shit. We do, just not in there.
Just not in our room. Anyway. Back to the video, sorry.
Aspects of who I am as a trans woman. And I just wanted to say that, you know, not everyone is trying to pass as a non-trans cissexual person or cisgendered. I am trying to pass as who I am, which is a trans woman who's genderqueer. I'm trying to be with a person who's attracted to somebody like me, not who's only attracted to women or only attracted to men. So, I mean, I think there is a future for me with somebody like that. I think there's a future for me as somebody who's openly trans. And, you know, I'm trying to do things with my body that I'm comfortable with, but not just to pass as a non-trans woman. That's not really my goal. So if my voice sounds a little weird, or my face looks a little weird, or whatever, that doesn't really matter to me. So if you want to find out more about me, you can check out my other videos, but I just wanted to kind of clear the air about these controversial issues because, you know, not everyone who's transitioning is trying to be passed as a non-trans woman, and not everyone who I'm going to be in a relationship with I want to see me as, or I want to hide the fact that I'm trans. And I think there is a future for us, but I don't think it's living in the shadows.
That's a good video. There we go. It's baffling how niche the idea of not being stealth was. Yeah, I've heard this, excuse me, from Jordan Raskopoulos actually as well, that like just a few years ago, you basically had to be passing, effectively, to be considered a valid trans person in the first place. And, you know, you were at seemingly much greater risk than you are nowadays of being outed and being harassed for being transgender, I suppose. I'm not going to live review your album, no. Always found this a bit confusing. How do non-binary men or women work? Like, if you're non-binary, doesn't... Well, I mean, you would have to ask a non-binary person how they would define themselves in that instance, personally. Shouldn't speak off the top of my head, or maybe only in shadow. It was a good video, though. It's a lot to consider, and... I mean, I am not... This is the thing. I'm not a trans historian, so I can't speak to the virtue of how trans people have been treated in recent times compared to a few years ago. Enjoy that lurk, Kiara. Because I wasn't really in the space. I'm a baby tran. I've only been trans since... Well, I've been trans the whole fucking time, but I wasn't really, like, out until August of last year, September of last year. Not last year, sorry, the year before, 2020. Oh my god. This is my second year. I'm a second year trans woman. September this year I'll have been out for 2 years. Anyway. I'm a non-binary woman, and the simplest explanation would be that I am both, yeah. And this is the thing, is like, when it comes to being a man or woman or non-binary or any combination of those even, a lot of people really want a rigid, strict definition of how those work. And given the fact that I can think of so many different types of men, women, or non-binary people, you can't have a rigid, strict definition of how any of those things are. You know, you can't really lock down how someone's gender is. Because gender itself is the way that we experience gender and the way that we express gender and present gender is effectively unique to ourselves on various facets. I'd say I'm a woman, but sometimes I feel sometimes fuck it, I don't have a gender at all, just be like this. I get that, yeah. Binary gender doesn't exist. It's a multi-dimensional spectrum, yeah. And that idea confuses and eludes and scares some people, and as a result, they sort of latch onto the concept that gender must be strict and rigid and that we're all crazy. The hashtag I am non-binary was trending today, and I made the mistake of clicking on some posts in there and looking at them, and regrettably one of the first posts I looked at had the little hidden replies thing, so I clicked on it, and it was just a wave of just disgusting shit. And there's no reason for that to be there, other than those people wanting to cause someone harm. That's the only reason that exists. You know, it's nonsense. It's stupid. It's something that those people shouldn't ever bother considering. And, like, here's the thing. What really irritates me most, I think, is how often I will see with regards to transness. Whether you're NB, whether you're binary trans, doesn't matter. Is how often somebody will say, you're mentally ill. Right? As a derogatory, just like, you're mentally ill. And it's like, that's attacking on multiple fronts there. And that's not the kind of person who believes that they're helping anyone. You know, you're not helping anyone by, thanks, babe. You're not helping anyone by calling them mentally ill as an insult. Or to cause drama, yeah, exactly. Finster, though. What the fuck is up with Finster? God damn it. God damn it, Finster. You just put us all to shame. Prick. No, not really. 7 years this March for out completely, 10 years total. That is wild. As if they actually care about the DSM. Yeah. I am mentally ill, but that has nothing to do with me being trans. Same though, bestie. Like, I could list you all of my mental illnesses if you want, but it's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm being trans. You know. I need to fix this hair up. It's driving me wild. I put dry shampoo in it. It doesn't look nice. I need to start doing hairspray, or I need to find something. Sigma Chad Trillionaire Grindset. Don't be a transphobe. Call everyone you see mentally ill. If you go around calling everyone you see mentally ill, pretty quickly you're going to be locked up in a sanitarium if you're just going around the streets screeching mental illness at everybody else. The tough technique of not understanding things, so you insult them instead. Pretty much. That's the gist of it. And I've noticed this common transphobe tactic recently, and I did tweet about this earlier, but I'm going to bring it up again anyway. How often they will insult transness now by calling it our religion. They're calling being trans a religion now, as if we all go to a certain church and pray and whatever. As if their entire mindset, as if their entire very cult-like behavior isn't rooted in completely fabricated mythologies, right? They have no concept of the reality of the science here. They're saying we shouldn't have to pay taxes. Trans people shouldn't have to pay taxes. Yeah, pretty rich people who have a cult around gametes and genital purity. Exactly. Exactly. None of what they say is rooted in reality, and they're the ones saying we have a religion. I mean, you could be a religious trans person. I don't know why you would, but you can. If you want. I won't begrudge you that. You're mentally ill, therefore I hate you. No, I'm not a bigot. That's a slur. You go to the Church of Abby's abs, which are really coming in lately. I measured at 71.2 kilos yesterday, which is a low for me recently. I'm pretty fucking happy with that, let me tell you. I'm that much closer to being 70 kilos and then sub 70 kilos. Let's fucking get it. Anyway. Hello, Ember. How you going? You believe that Finn could be trans femme. It's been speculated, but I don't like that speculation. I don't like the idea of just because somebody might be, say, I don't like the idea that someone who might be a cross-dresser or femboy or whatever. And I mean, one could argue that the idea of being a femboy itself is literally its own gender at this point, which is fine, I don't like the idea of speculating that someone might be trans, especially when it comes to transphobic people who are known for demonstrating like cross-dressing kind of things, like Steven Crowder. Some people have speculated Steven Crowder is either trans or gay, and I'm like, please don't. I mean, just by the virtue of the harm that he causes the community in general. But even then, just speculating on whether someone might be trans is kind of damaging, in my opinion. I don't know. But, it's a complicated area. Abscis, abbies, sisses. What? I mean, you and I are beefing up, and they 100% think that's just a thing men are allowed to do. Yeah, they're literally trad wives. And one of the more prominent trains of thought among transphobic circles is that anytime a trans woman accomplishes literally anything, she's taking something away from cis women, right? So, for example, MJ Rodriguez. Oh, a tip. Forlorn, thank you for the tip. Thank you so kindly. For the coffee tip, I appreciate it. That's not going to update that. I'll have to fix it. But, if I recall correctly, MJ Rodriguez, first transgender actor to win a Golden Globe. This has become a discourse recently. Oh, fuck off. Won Best Actress in a TV Drama for a role on FX's Pose. Michaela J. MJ Rodriguez took home a Golden Globe for Best Actress. And what's been going on recently is transphobes are going on about how she must have stolen that award for Best Actress from a cis woman. And then recently, again, we've got the Trans Jeopardy champion. Amy Schneider, right? Trans Jeopardy champion, what's her name? Amy Schneider has hit $1 million won on Jeopardy. And transphobes are saying that, again, it's the advantage. She's got male advantage. And then there was the beauty pageant a little while ago. I can't remember the specific details, but a transgender woman won a beauty pageant. And again, it comes down to the male privilege that she has. And what's her name? I went to say L. Ron Hubbard. Not L. Ron Hubbard. Laurel Hubbard. Went to the Olympics and lost in a powerlifting competition, mind you. But the fact that she got to the Olympics in the first place was male privilege. And it's like, do you cis women transphobes, or cis men transphobes even, have any confidence at all in cis women for anything? It's the most misogynistic shit in the world, actually. How often they will screech and cry and play victim when a trans woman does anything, accomplishes anything. They'll say they're taking something away from cis women by virtue of male privilege. And that's just downplaying your own potential for accomplishment. And that is patently misogynistic at its very core. It's saying women can't do shit. Men are just going to overtake us. Right? It's really defeatist attitude, and it's just... They're not fighting against us winning from unfair advantages. They don't want us to even be in these competitions or bathrooms or society. That's basically what it boils down to. And it's the dumbest shit in the world. Because I guarantee you the people who keep complaining have not actually accomplished anything themselves. They've done nothing with their lives, and they are bitter, sore people. Right? L. Ron Hubbard's trans. L. Ron Hubbard's he's dead. Don't think you can transition in the grave. Here we go again. Are the cis okay? Drum roll, please. They were never okay. I'm not going to bother doing the drum roll. I mean, I could do it, but then I don't have any sound effects for the... Didn't work. I need to figure out the timing on that. But the moment I just tried to press the button again. I don't know what's going on with my Stream Deck. I could play one sound, and then it doesn't work anymore. My soundboard doesn't work after I play one sound. I don't know why. Doesn't fucking work. Stupid shit, thank you, Elgato. You dumb fucks. Anyway. You're only trans if you transition. Well, no, not necessarily, actually. There's a discussion some people are not going to like having, but yeah, you're not necessarily not trans if you don't transition, because there are certain people, cool down 5 minutes, fuck that. I should be allowed to do whatever I want. Soundboard's a twat, it is. Now no sponsor by Elgato. I mean, their products are massively overpriced and they don't fucking work! Anyway, end the sis, we should. What was I gonna say? Xenu was a femboy. Yes, chat was horny. Chat's still horny, probably. Non-transition trans people. Yes, that's a perfectly valid thing. Like, some people can be trans and can realize that they are trans, but for various reasons cannot transition. And we should not begrudge them that, honestly. This is one of those things where I'm like, I'm one of the more liberal interpretations of transness. And when I say liberal, I don't mean like politically liberal. I mean like open and broad and encompassing. Beware, people got banned lately for making a joke about straights. Can you imagine? Trans isn't short for transition. No, it's not. Exactly. Not even just can't transition, even if they don't want to. Yeah. Some people just don't want to transition. And that's perfectly fine. Perfectly super heckin' valid, woo. Yo, Abby, am I a lib? I'm not. I'm probably gonna vote Greens in the next election, if that counts. I don't know. So you're making the other point that included me. I'm not a binary trans and there's not anything to transition to. Well, true. That's the thing. Some people are just elsewhere on the spectrum. Here's my secret, Doc. I'm always horny. Elrond takes the One Ring. Elrond Hubbard. Oh my god. Yeah, let's not True Scum. True Scum's bad. True Scum bad. True Scum is effectively like you don't count as trans unless you fully transition, I guess. I don't know the strict definitions here, but True Scum are people who put gates all around transness itself, which is just stupid. And the same kind of people who are just like, oh, its pronouns are not valid. You know, it's transition to cosmic horror. That's my end goal, actually. I aspire to look like the One Reborn, actually. If you've played Bloodborne, which you should have by now. Seen True Scum legit say you stop being trans once you are full. Wait, really? What the fuck? That's not really how that works. Oh, look, this person's copy-pasting. Can someone ban them, please? How does one fully transition? Like, it stops? Yeah, it stops. After a certain point, it just stops. Also, what is this insult? I can tell because of how skinny your face is. My face is skinny because I have good genetics, sweetheart. I have high cheekbones because I'm prettier than you. You can transition into a cis person? I mean, this is the... Well, technically, yes. No. Technically, no. Never. No. Because the definition of trans, as we understand it now with regards to being transgender, is different to your assigned gender at birth. Right? So you cannot transition to be cis... Even if you could put yourself into a machine that transformed your entire body chemically down to the cellular, molecular level, completely biologically the opposite sex or whatever, right? Even if you did that, you're still trans, right? Let's just say we had a magic machine that just snapped you into the other gender, right? You would still be trans because you're assigned, like my assigned gender at birth was male. I was assigned boy at birth, right? Oh no, don't untime out Coke. Hang on. Coke's cool. Coke is okay. There we go. Oh, you could do oh, okay. I didn't know you could do remove timeout. That's cool. I did just 1 second. That gets rid of it. But anyway, yeah. The thing is, I'm very, very conventionally attractive, and I own that shit. So these trolls can't hurt me, because I know I look better than them. Please shave your neckbeard, you fucking loser. Anyway, Coke is okay. Yeah, it's the only way I get through these streams. Anyways, you could detransition into being cis, you could. But even then, like, it's worth considering the fact, right? And I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again because, let's face it, my stream is just literally me repeating myself ad infinitum every single night. It's great. Detransitioning people even are not considered to be cis, conventionally speaking. You know, detrans people are still considered to be some variant of trans after they have transitioned and detransitioned, right? Which puts the onus upon them, or not the onus, but like still puts a distinct social disadvantage upon them. Double trans, basically. Like, Kira Bell is never going to escape the fact, especially being a public figure now, that she detransitioned. That she transitioned and then detransitioned. And the results of that are always going to live on in her, like, social perception. People are always going to see her as a detrans person. People are always going to see her as someone that transitioned and detransitioned. And as a result, there is going to be a social attachment to that plays a role in their gender, so to speak. Right? Take a line with a Pepsi. I could do with some Pepsi, actually. Most D-trans people are still trans anyway, as in only D-trans cause of discrimination, probably. TERFs are literally just Nazis. I'm your echo chamber. What if there are 4 doctors when you're born and one assigns you male and one assigns you female, one assigns you femboy and one refuses to label you? Yeah, babe, my cup's in here. Do you want to bring me a Beppis? Bring me Beppis.
A little under the table
Coke.
action never went astray.
Coke, thank you so kindly, by the way, for the $5 to the Melbourne Fund. Yeah, we're moving Melbourne. I should stop saying that. And Mia is redeeming hugs at the same time. Perfect time for my girlfriend to give me hugs and bring me a Pepsi. Lol. Let me update this. Why is this so much all of a sudden? Oh, that's why. Okay, I didn't realize. I did not realize the tip earlier on was $69. What was the coffee? Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for the $69, by the way. Was that... Who was that before? Who gave me the 69?
Paul gave you some money.
No, okay, Momo. We'll explain why Melbourne was shit in a second. I never clarified that. Who detransitioned? No one specifically. Forlorn, thank you for the $69, by the way. I only just said thank you for the tip earlier. It's like, it's $69 fucking dollars. I could buy a copy of a video game with that. I'm not going to, though.
Just buy Dark Souls again.
I'll buy Dark Souls again, yes! How many copies of Dark Souls am I allowed to have, babe? Okay, fine. Because let me think for a second. I had it on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, I had it on PC once, then I bought it on PC again. Now I have it on Switch. Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, PC, Switch. So six times. Please get me Beppis.
Fine.
And get rid of that coffee mug, thanks. Buy one whole 10-year-old Nintendo game. Oh, well, here's the thing. You can't do that. That's not fair.
What?
Here's the thing. We're not doing Pepsi. Pepsi, not pissy. Go get me Pepsi. Here's the thing. Me buying Dark Souls on my Switch was not a wasted purchase. Alright? I know I've played it 1,000 million times. I don't give a shit. What? I haven't... Shut up! I have. Yeah, my Joy-Cons have got mad drift on them, so I haven't touched Dark Souls yet. I'm waiting till I get better Joy-Cons. But... not a wasted purchase, because over here on my illustrious From Software shelf, I happen to have... Solaire Ambio. Which means... a feature exclusive to the Nintendo Switch is I can scan him and get the Praise the Sun emote off the bat. Based. Not very long at all. I don't know. Sunboy, can we get some Praise the Sun in chat? Hang on. Hang on. Chant, can we praise it? Can we get some praise in chat?
You are too
Coke,
kind.
thank you for gifting us up to Looper. Get some Praise the Sun in chat. We love our boy Solaire. Solaire is best boy. Oh, now I've got the theme song to the Taurus demon in my head. Lol. Thank you for the Beppis. Cheers. We now have Beppis. Buy new Joy-Cons with the $60. Joy-Cons are $119.
Yeah, that's not enough money.
Mm-mm.
That is AUD,
So,
right?
Melbourne. Okay, we've got a couple of things to talk about.
Yeah.
I'll take these out. Because I don't need to hear the music, just as long as you folks can hear the music. So
You
it
are
doesn't
too
leave
kind.
the... Anonymous gift to gifting Phage at tier 1. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Okay, so... fix the Joy-Cons yourself. I could. It'd probably be cheaper and easier. Pray to Joe Pesci. Melbourne. Let's talk. So the D-trans person that I mentioned is Kira Bell, who has been a notorious figure among transphobe circles because she basically helped pursue a lawsuit against a clinic that was helping prescribe gender treatment to young people. Basically, she's a massive cunt. Anyway.
Mistake, and she didn't want to own up to the fact that she made a mistake.
Yeah, effectively. Like, if you missed what Maddie just said, she made a mistake in transitioning, apparently. It's a very complex and convoluted story, but there's a lot to suggest that she was also kind of basically bullied out of transitioning and then was used as a figurehead for a transphobic movement. Anyway, Melbourne was bad because we actually had a fun time in Melbourne. We did. We
did fun things.
We did have good things. We did have fun times and stuff. We met up with Steph-tacular and a couple of other streamers were also there, weren't there?
Yeah, Lil Darian.
Lil Darian, a bunch of streamers. We met up with Steph-tacular and these other streamers and some other friends of ours, and we had a little picnic in the park, which was really fucking good. It was fun. It was nice. And then we got to hang out with some other friends and stuff like that for a little bit and just chill out and do stuff. But unfortunately, one of the nights that we were there, we were going to go out and party, right? We were going to go out and drink non-alcoholic beverages.
Enjoy your
and
membership.
take little Skittles. We're going to have Skittles, and we were going to do some square dancing. Okay. Puddles, thank you so kindly for subbing with Prime. We now have a hype train while we're storytelling.
Whoa.
But the problem is, while we were planning to go to our little square dancing and Pepsi drinking party, we were unfortunately in the same house as somebody. And there was a bunch of us. There were like 7 or 8 of us, I think, in this house. And we did not realize until like halfway through the night that this person was waiting for a COVID test. And about 11 p.m. Oh, no, sorry. About 7 p.m. actually, because we wanted to get back at a reasonable hour.
69? It was 11 p.m.
It was like 11 o'clock. We were going to head out to
69?
the place. Thank you for the 69 bits. Forlorn.
Oh,
Nice.
the fucking door.
Yeah, we were walking out the door. And we heard this massive fuck.
Yeah.
Loud, screaming profanity. The housemaid had come back positive. And the person we were going to the party with was the one doing the screaming. Pardon?
Yeah.
We were all, like this person who was waiting for a positive COVID test in a house full of people, didn't think to isolate in their room till they knew for sure.
Basic.
Right.
Don't you what pride.
Ooh,
basic.
We were stuck in Melbourne for like a week.
Yeah, so thank you for the 100 bits, Uwu.
You are too
And
kind.
Winona, thank you for gifting a tier 1 to Coke. There we go, there's our sub goal. So, what happened was, like, how many days were we there? We were like 2 days away from our return flight home, I think.
Yeah.
And the very next day, we had to get up early and go down to the local testing clinic, get tested. We got our results sometime later that
Another
night or the
round
next day or
on
whatever.
you.
Came back negative. Just to play on the safe side, we postponed our flight home and stayed in quarantine for like 5 or 6 days.
We canceled our flight before we got our result.
Yeah, we canceled our flight before we got our result, which was just a massive fucking pain in the ass. Really stupid
We
shit.
had to rebook.
But basically, we spent the next 5 or 6 days just literally hanging out in our friend's room, a different friend, doing fuck all, isolating. So, well, yeah. So it was great. It was awesome. That's why Melbourne was shit. 31, thank you, Fallon. It was nice, though. It was nice what we did see of Melbourne. What we did get to do was fun. And I do plan on going back. And that is why we have the Melbourne goal right now. Is that a dead pixel? What is that?
I have one dead pixel that's like right there on my middle of my screen. It'll never leave.
You wouldn't want to spread it and you not know. Yeah, exactly. Really fun time. But, I mean, we'll have another opportunity. Also, I'm fixing up my dono goal. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why they were such a dumb fuck in this particular circumstance, but they were. Going out of their way to just, like, to socialize, honestly.
Another round.
with a bunch of
on
other people
you.
who were not waiting on positive COVID tests. Like, if I got a... What the fuck? Oh, okay, I see why.
I don't mess up the mirror. Don't mind me.
Don't mess up my mirror.
I'm not messing up the mirror. I'll touch it.
Fuck all. I didn't know. I mean, I literally said today on the Bird app that I'm poly. 26 more bits. Can we get some more, like, subs and stuff? I mean, we got to set the sub goal so it's higher. Let's set the sub goal to 10.
Excuse me.
You're not excused.
That was really loud.
That was really loud. Okay, my turn.
Let me near it.
Oh, fuck you.
It wasn't even close. That was forced.
Burping, battling. Yeah, right. Anyway.
I hate people.
She hates people, allegedly, but she
Except
wants to
this
fuck
person.
all of them. Anywho, yeah, that was our Melbourne story, which was fun. Now, you know, don't frickin' travel. Well, the next time we travel, we're staying, so, you know. Ewu, awa, awa. Hi, I am the wooer of Abby.
69? Nice.
Anonymous cheerer.
69?
Nice, 69 bits. I'm going to need to re-record my alerts, I think. Because those were good, don't get me wrong. It was fun recording those alerts, but I think the problem that I did, right, is that I didn't record them within a very specific time frame. And Streamlabs wants your alerts to be to the second,
Yeah.
right? So if I recorded the nice, it had...
Fuck you.
Oh, the cat's being a cunt. You know, if my nice clip or whatever is less than a second, the clip's going to loop over, which is a pain in the ass.
Another round on you.
Let's go on the scam train to Hype
Let's
Town.
go on a
I
scam
can't
train
hear
to
that.
Hype Town.
Fall on, thank you so kindly for the 700 bits. My goodness. Here is baby. Look him. Here him, baby. Oh, you're angry. You're angry. Look at you. He's got the big eyes. He's got the fucking dinner plate eyes going on. He's pinging.
What did you give him? Maybe stay out.
I gave him some Mickeys. He's baby. He's got the zoomy eyes. I gave him this new pill called catnip.
You didn't. He's never had catnip in his life.
No, oh no, those little toys he's got has got
He doesn't care
catnip.
about them.
He doesn't care about them though. We got him little catnip toys, little strawberry and banana plushies with catnip in him. He doesn't give a fuck. He just wants to fuck that llama. That's all he cares about. People as humans are less interesting and decent than fuck friends.
Basic.
Been half watching,
I like
half
the idea
of
playing
fucking my
Apex.
friends.
Guessing there's some haters watching as per usual, puppyum.
He's just popped in your chat.
Been half watching, half playing Apex. Guessing there's some haters watching as per usual. Fuck 'em. Yeah, there's been a couple, but blah.
I should check on Minecraft. I didn't log out. I left myself.
Oh, you left yourself in Minecraft. Okay. Thank you for the 100 bits again, Uwu. I hope Apex is treating you well. You need the power of the dancing skeleton. I forget who it was that tweeted this about how some folks. Amanda Banda, thank you for the 100 bits.
Basic.
Some folks have this really kind of what's it called? It's really negative attitude towards like polyam people, non-monogamous people, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And how absurd it is. It's like, wouldn't you want to have friends that you're comfortable just banging? You know?
Right.
I feel like that's like a very trusting thing, honestly. To have friends that you're comfortable around enough that you're just like, you know what, let's bang. Yeah, that's a good idea. The stigma against it is intentional. Not just weird, it's intentional. Okay, thank you everybody for the hype train. We got to level 2. Well, sort of. We completed level 1. Here is Cat. Here I'm Cat. The stigma against it is intentional. It's by design. It's by design of Christian society. Christian heteropatriarchy. Right? They want people to be strictly... And it's mainly about... It's mainly about misogynistic control as per usual.
Yeah.
You know? Because let's be real with ourselves, women have a much easier time getting laid because they get their pick of the litter. Because men, well, I mean, if we're talking strictly in a heterosexual sense, men get really jealous and possessive, right? And women can weaponize this to their advantage, and we should.
We're not generalizing.
We're not.
Speaking from experience.
Speaking from experience, they expect women to be property. So as a result, Christian heteropatriarchal society wants women to be controlled, and they can only have the one man. Right. So monogamy is enforced by virtue of keeping women in their place, so to speak. Anyway. Who could afford monogamy in this economy, right? I mean, even just having a partner to share the rent and bills with. Just having one seems like a necessity.
I don't pay bills.
You don't pay
I
bills.
just pay for things.
Everyone shame my girlfriend for not paying bills.
I pay for food and shit.
Possessive of people, but possessive yourself, but not really of people. But it's my duty to protect and support them. Understandable, yeah. And women can absolutely get jealous too. Exactly. And if nothing else, women with the OG NFT. No, but we have evidence that women actually exist though. You live with your polycule and it's great. That sounds awesome, honestly. That sounds fucking sick. Hell yes. If I have any local friends, I'd be down to fuck. There we go. Exactly. Base. Have partners to pay my bills. I mean, it would be easier, generally speaking. You know, if you have a bunch of people living in the house and you're all like splitting the rent, the bills, the food, whatever else, you know, it's a good idea. Yeah. Especially if you all want to fuck each other all the time. Like, yes, let's do it. He being baby. It would definitely take a lot of effort. Yeah, it wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be like easy. But
the part. Cause like kitchen table is cool, but you gotta make sure people aren't forced into that sort of thing.
Yeah, true.
Some other stories about
kitchen table?
Kitchen table.
What's that?
Kitchen table polyamory. So
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Please explain.
Chat, can you educate?
I don't know what kitchen table poly means. I might actually know, but I've forgotten.
It's just everyone sitting around the table. I don't know how to.
If a partner goes out and bangs someone else, I'm like, cool, you have fun. But if someone only casually involved with my partner tries to get all protective of them and just like partner, I crave fun. What's kitchen table poly? I don't
explain shit, but it's just.
I forgot. Okay.
Yeah.
When all/most members of the polycule are comfortable together around a kitchen table, well, ideally, yes. Yeah. So about dynamics around the kitchen table. So the Knights of the Round Table, basically. Cool. Kitchen table polyamory, parallel polyamory, and etiquette. All involved have some level of closeness. Well, you'd ideally want that, yes. Good hanging out together and doing things, which is unfortunately a situation that we realized we did not really have with a friend of ours' partner. Because while we were there, one of our friends was very close with us, very fun time. But their partner wasn't exactly in the headspace. Yeah, so that's a tricky thing. Table sexual, so you want to bang the table all bent over said kitchen.
Yeah, I was going to say, bang on the table.
How much are we allowed to talk about this with TOS?
Probably not personal stuff.
Yeah, we probably can't talk too much about like in-depth penetrative sex, but you know. People prefer parallel, but KTP is 100% what you need. ENM, what's ENM? Hang on, I've got a fucking hair again.
Something non-monogamous? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that'll be it.
Yeah.
Ethical non-monogamy, there we go. Cool, sweet. Allowed to get as detailed as you would like in an educational sense. You're just around allowed to get into something considered pornography. I'm not going to tell people the specific details of what I did with my friend. Kissing the pink. I don't think I'm going to hit 3K followers on Twitter tonight, which means no cheese toasty. I'm so upset.
Do it anyway.
I should just do it anyway. Pardon?
Would you have it with pepperoni?
Should I have my cheese toasty post stream?
But pepperoni.
With pepperoni.
No, yes, or yes with pepperoni.
Here we go.
Now, we already had some today, but I'm okay with another one.
Yeah, I'm okay with having 2 cheese toasties in one day.
I should make a hot chocolate.
Oh, someone said no. Oh my god, who said no? Fuck you.
Hot chocolates too.
Are we allowed to have hot chocolates? This is for after stream. Are we allowed to have post-stream cheese toasties with pepperoni? Cheese chili toasty time. Oh, cheese chili, cheese toasty with sweet chili sauce on it. Oh, fuck off.
Hot chili, like sriracha maybe, but not sweet chili.
Come on, sweet chili's base. Who doesn't like sweet chili?
You don't with everything.
What?
You can do it with everything. You can do it with
With a
something.
cheese toasty, you make the cheese toasty and you dip the cheese toasty in the
I
sweet
say
chili.
sriracha.
All right, well get sriracha then. I don't have
I
it.
can't. I have COVID.
Well, true. We can't go anywhere, lol.
I have COVID.
She thinks she's a dom. It's very sweet. Oh, look at the little baby bottom trying to talk. Anyway.
Trying to talk.
Anyways, that dickhead from before who got banned has DM'd me 5 times, and I feel like I should just like
Oh, have they?
yeah, they have. What a fucking loser,
Really?
dude! You're a fucking loser. What's wrong with
Oh,
you?
God.
They haven't had an unban request though.
Ew. Just yeet. I don't want to read it.
I just want to put out how pathetic it is. Honestly, how legitimately pathetic it is to go into something like, if you're trolling me in Twitch chat, I imagine you want an audience, right? I imagine if you're trolling me in my tweet responses, you're trying to do so in front of an audience. You want people to see that you're humiliating me. But if you do it in DMs, it's just pathetic. It's honestly just so pathetic because no one's seeing this shit except me. I was like, you're no one. You don't matter. You're irrelevant. Your messages mean nothing. Like, yeah, fuck you. Eat a dick, dude. Nobody likes you. I'm sorry, but everyone hates your guts. Block. Go away. Actually, I can report you. I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to report you, actually. I'm talking about it, yeah, but I'm not telling you what they're saying. And I'm just saying this is a broad thing, too. Is that, like, wow, congratulations. You've attacked me personally in private. Hang on, where is this? How do I report their chat?
Moderating their chat.
Yeah, they're not moderating. In a whisper, there we go. Harassment. Hate speech, harassment, or abuse. Harassing or bullying someone. There we go. That'll do. Blocked. There we go. You know. It's like a comedian singling out one person who didn't laugh and confronting them after the show. You're not winning. You're just humiliating yourself further. I'm not going to even mention them by name, honestly. They don't deserve it.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. Well, I don't want to give you their name now. I've reported them. Just that'll do. Anyways. I don't want to even give them the attention of putting their name in chat. Yeah, nobody would want to have their dick eaten by this pathetic loser, but it's funny. Because eat a dick, derogatory. Eat the filthiest dick you can find. Honestly. The filthiest unwashed dick you can find. Go gobble it.
There's.
What? Eat their own dick.
Just break a few ribs. What a fellatio.
Yeah. Hello, Smudge. No!
Yeah. Yeah.
Asshole! Anyway. Oh, okay, fine. I didn't want dirty dishes. Anyway, but okay. I wouldn't, and I want a few things in this world more than to just not have a dick. I mean, agreed! I could go with that. Or after a gym session, sweaty dick. Someone who does the gym like 6 days a week and doesn't shower between sessions and then suck their dick. There you go. That's what you should do. This is just getting gross. Okay, enough of this.
No, yeah.
I'm trying to gross you all out at this point. Don't waste my compressed air. I need that. She's tormenting my cat. It's 10:30. That's usual break time for us. Don't tease him. You'll make him worse. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk about some other stuff. Okay, I'll kiss you and I can show you cat for a second.
Oh.
No, I can't. He doesn't want to come out.
He's been fucking it
Okay, he's been what?
again. Fucking it again.
Oh, okay. I won't nibble on Smudge, but I'll nibble on your faces in a minute, or nibble on your ears with my sensuous voice, or whatever it is. So don't go away, folks. We'll be back very shortly. I love you. Be kind to yourselves and each other. Please don't be a cunt in my chat. How are we liking these beats, friendos? Don't mind me while I just cut them almost completely off. Give me a second. The goof is out there playing with the cat now. She's found the cat toy. I'm back. How's it going, folks? Oh, damn it. I was hoping this would look cute. Like, I've got, like, the one strap done up and the other one isn't done up. But it's so dark in here, you can't tell. So I'm wearing, like, a little overalls thingy, and you can't even see it. Like, look, it's got the... Whatever. I'll do them both up so you can see it properly. There we go. The GIF. The GF. The goof. That one. The one that I keep around for fun. How you folks doing? Tonight's stream has been all over the place in terms of conversation. But it's been fun, it's been interesting. I haven't really got a launching point for our next thing. What do we want to talk about? Can you hear? Can you hear like the jingly jangly of the cat toy? You're doing excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty okay, given that, you know, as of tomorrow, I will have been... Well, when did we get our positive result? Was it like this? We got tested on the 5th, and we got our positive result on the 7th, so that'll be 7 days tomorrow of quarantine, of isolation from COVID. So that's, you know, not been great for the mental health, but, you know, at least I got to share my isolation with someone who also has COVID. I mean, it could be worse. It could have been a worse scenario, but, you know, we're here. We're queer. Get used to it. You think you have COVID again? Oh, my God. Yeah, we're both double vaccinated, so symptoms haven't been extreme. I'm sure they could be worse if we weren't double vaccinated, but I think Maddie's been hit with it more than I have, unfortunately. I've been pretty good, honestly. First 2 days were shit. I had, like, strong headaches, muscular pain everywhere. I was really sore and tired and blah. But in the days since, you know, I've been pretty good. So like the day of the test and the day after, I felt like garbage. And then from that onwards, I've had like a bit of sinus pain and occasional cough. But, you know, we should be right, I think. Pardon? It's good. It's pretty cool in here. So it's like a bad flu. Yeah, it's rough, but it's temporary. Yeah, we've been able to get up and move around a bit and do stuff. But, yeah, we can't really leave the house. And unfortunately, we've spent... more money than we should have on delivering groceries, because we've had to make several grocery deliveries, because first delivery they had, this is unfortunately the thing at the moment in Australia, I don't know about elsewhere, but at least in Australia we're having a massive amount of stock shortage of numerous items in grocery stores across the country, because so many people are testing positive with COVID across the entire supply chain, meaning that lots of stuff just isn't getting delivered to stores, and lots of people aren't even working in the stores. So they need whatever staff they can to keep on board, to keep the shelves stocked. What few, healthy workers are able to work, even. So yeah, the situation as it is now is pretty dire in terms of groceries. So we've made several different grocery orders from several different grocery stores, and to get numerous different things we need. Like we've done 2 orders from Coles and 1 order from Woolworths, and yeah, we've got enough to survive on, but it's kind of worrying the way things are now. And the thing is that's not helping the situation is they keep easing restrictions, because they want people to get back into the workforce. They want the economy to be getting back to how it was. They want things to be getting back to normal if they can. Scott Morrison's whole let it rip mentality is what got us to this point in the first place, you know. How are you, Fenix Dragon, by the way? You wish you had the space for a victory garden. I mean, everyone should, technically. I mean, everyone should have the space to grow their own veggies, but of course, modern society doesn't afford you that. Because, you know, it's kind of dire when you realize so many people rely on the supply chain just to get their food that when the supply chain breaks down, those people can't prepare food for themselves. They don't have access to grow their own food. Like, it's not a possibility. And when that sort of dissipates, you realize how fragile our society really is. Just opening up because workers dying doesn't matter as long as they're working, pretty much. That's it. And the regrettable reality of the situation for many, many, many people is that we can't even... Like, we can complain about the fact that the supply chain is breaking down and we can't get food and other important supplies, nor do we have the means to go and produce that kind of situation for ourselves. Because going into, like, let's, we'll go back to the polycules thing before or whatever. Let's go off and make a commune, right? You still need a ton of money to enter into that sort of thing in the first place. Most people are not going to have that capacity. Trans guy exploring the Twitch trans creator community. Well, welcome. I hope you're having a good time. So not only are we reliant on this grocery store system to keep our own cupboards stocked at home, a lot of us just don't have the capacity to go off and live independently. There's no ability for it. No mobility. I think of Beyblades too. It's fucking funny. It's the only situation where it's valid to say those words. You can't use it when people are fucking dying. Exactly. It fucking sucks, dude. Government doesn't give a shit about any services collapsing either because they're not affected by it. Exactly. Like, they really... This is, if nothing else, at least here in Australia, and I know it's happening elsewhere. I'm going to say as strong as I possibly can because I still lift. Like, the government not caring about this kind of thing is more blatant than ever in the wake of this pandemic, in the face of this pandemic, I should say. We are seeing the working class being completely thrown under the bus, just like, go out and just get COVID, but keep the supply chains going. And people literally can't. There's literally no capacity for it now. Everyone is getting this thing, even if they're vaccinated. And we read a story the other day about a guy who was double vaccinated, no pre-existing conditions, 23 years of age, carked it. Got COVID, died. Right? A guy who followed all the rules. This is the same thing with me, and that's why I'm kind of terrified. I followed all the rules. I did everything I was supposed to do and still got it. Right? And what is that if not completely the fault of the government to lock this thing down and starve it out before it had the chance to grow to this point? They desperately wanted the economy to kick back into gear, and in the process, they've made matters worse. There are more variants, and we're not sure of the future. We're not certain of what's going to happen next. I got my vaccination. I'm going to get my booster, because I'm hoping that'll help, but who fucking knows at this point? I'm not anti-vax, by the way. I do believe the vaccine science is... I don't know what the word is. I believe in the vaccine science. I believe the vaccine is a step towards stopping this thing, but it can't be the only method by which we stop this thing. There is so much more we need to do that is not being done, and the common person can't do it. The problem is the only vax strategy, yes. We need not just vaccines, we need hard lockdowns, right? And we need other support services. Otherwise, like, all those people in power, they're not going to have anyone left to lord over, because we're all going to be fucking piling bodies in the streets. But the economy, why aren't you thinking of the economy? At this point, fuck the economy. I mean, always fuck the economy. The economy has been fucked from the get-go. And it's turning me nihilistic. I don't like that. But I think the fact of the matter is that, like I said before, I played by all the rules. I did everything you were supposed to do, and I still got it. Because it was an inevitability at that point. It sucks. And that if everyone gets vaxxed, it'll be fine approach is absolutely constructed to shift the blame from government inaction to people's own individual responsibility. Double upload on the VOD channel. Let me have a look. I must have accidentally clicked it twice. And honestly, there's this mindset, like you said here, Kendricks. here in the States is the numbers, as long as numbers go up, no one in power cares. And that is kind of the problem, is like another thing that's going on, it seems, is that, hang on, yeah, delete forever. Those people in power have also accepted this mindset of like, oh, everyone's probably going to get it eventually anyway, so we might as well, you know, builds immunity or whatever. Stupid. They'll blame anyone who gets harmed for not looking after themselves. What was the thing that we saw recently? You might have seen recently. I didn't watch this video. Let me see if I can find this really quickly. Because there was something that I saw. Okay. So, CDC director on COVID, right? The overwhelming number of deaths, over 75% of people, the overwhelming number of deaths, over 75% occurred in people who had at least 4 comorbidities. So really, these are people who were unwell to begin with, and yes, really encouraging news. Right?
About this morning, this new study showing.
Let me start that again.
Those encouraging headlines that we're talking about this morning, this new study showing just how well vaccines are working to prevent severe illness. Given that, is it time to start rethinking how we're living with this virus, that it's potentially here to stay?
The overwhelming number of deaths, over 75%, occurred in people who had at least 4 comorbidities. So really, these are people who were unwell to begin with. And yes, really encouraging news in the context of Omicron.
This is propaganda. This is telling you if you're sick and you get COVID, it's your own fault. That's what she's trying to get across here. Oh, the regular healthy population doesn't need to worry about anything. Problem is, the majority of people are not healthy, by the definitions we're going to look into in just a moment.
This means not only just to get your primary series, but to get your booster series. And yes, we're really encouraged by these results.
I want to ask you about those.
Yeah, right? Like, so, encouraging news, disabled folks like myself, fucking how, exactly. It's literally a eugenic strategy. Right? And this is just, so after going through the comorbidity list, 136 pages, this is a bit of black humor. CDC comorbidity bingo. Look at these. These are pre-existing conditions that might cause you to die of getting the COVID. Migraines or headache. I get those. Iron deficiency, very likely I have that. Insomnia, oh buddy. Constipation, well, not really. ADHD, I strongly suspect I've got that. Are you overweight? Fuck you, apparently, according to the CDC. Asthma, low back pain, vitamin D deficiency, lactose intolerance, acne, visual impairment, any injury, anxiety, seasonal allergies, PTSD, vitamin B deficiency, short stature, autism, malaise and fatigue, digestive disorders, depression, reliance on caffeine, or chronic pain. Yeah, right? This is a lot of people. This is a very, very large amount of people, actually. Right? Bingo. Yeah, I could probably do bingo. Hang on. Migraines, yes. Not overweight. Let's see. Autism. You have to get a line, don't you? Chronic pain, not really. Reliance on caffeine. Do you have to get a line to get bingo? Hang on. Can I copy this? Give me a second. So I'm already dead. And that's the way they're looking at this. It's like, these people already have some kind of conditions. It's like, yeah, we shouldn't be just kind of throwing people in the bin if they have pre-existing comorbidities. This is not something that we should be encouraging, actually. That's fucking toxic. That's awful. So let me go through this. Let me see if I can get a bingo. Okay, fuck it. Migraines or headache, yes. I'm not going to say iron deficiency. I won't say insomnia. Let me bring this back over here just a tad, actually. I won't say insomnia because I can get to sleep reasonably well. ADHD. Oh, I won't say that. I'll question that one. Lactose intolerance, no. Vitamin D, no. Low back pain, no. Overweight, no. Anxiety, yes. Visual impairment, no. Acne, no. Autism spectrum disorder. Seasonal allergies, no. I might actually be pretty good. I've got these ones. Digestive disorders, not specifically. I'm looking through this lactose intolerance. I'm actually pretty good. Do I have a link to this? I'll drop this in chat. There you go. If you want to do it yourself. Any injury? I mean, it would. There's no scientific basis. No, it doesn't. But still, the very fact of the matter is that the CDC has this list of comorbidities, right? 136 pages. After going through the comorbidity list, it very much seems like the CDC has got this attitude, and just in general, like, honestly, this has been the attitude of, like, people like Joe Rogan from the get-go with COVID. It's like, as long as you're healthy and active and whatever else, and you're eating a good diet, blah-de-blah, you don't have nothing to worry about. It's like, that's literally eugenics. That's literally just like, this person, because of their particular lifestyle, and I don't mean, like, choices they make, I mean, like, the way they live, right? If you're disabled, if you have a chronic illness, if you have a mental illness, apparently, if you have any pre-existing condition of any kind, fuck you, go die. That's basically the attitude they have. It's like, oh, we don't give a shit if you cark it from COVID. Doesn't matter. The problem is that they're trying to paint this as though the majority of the populace is perfectly in good health, and that's blatantly untrue. That's the same as you have nothing to hide in regards to privacy. Exactly. And it's an incredibly worrying mindset that these are the people who are telling us what to do now. I feel like I'm skewing down the medical skepticism rabbit hole. That's not what I'm trying to sound like. These are the people who are trying to reassure us of the pandemic, and it's quite clear they've run out of things to tell us to make us feel good about it, to make us feel optimistic. That they've got nothing left other than, oh, it's okay, only some people are dying, and it's because they were already unhealthy. Be honest with yourself. Okay, I'm running a poll right now. By strict definitions, this is not a science decision, this is political. Absolutely political. Strictly a binary poll. Are you healthy? Okay? Be honest with me right now. Are you healthy? Because even though I may look it, I'm not. I can guarantee you. Are you what they would consider to be perfectly healthy? I think that's virtually impossible in the modern day. I think there are even environmental factors in everyone's day-to-day life in the capitalistic West where it's like there's simply no way that we are healthy as a people, as a society. It's just not. You can't be, right? The expectation placed upon the vast majority of the populace, the ways in which you can be reasonably considered to be healthy by typical expectations are honestly out of reach of probably most of you in chat. I would dare say if you wanted to be perfectly healthy according to all medical conventions, you'd need to be pretty fucking rich. Am I right in assuming most of you aren't exactly loaded? Right? So to get every possible thing you would need to make yourself healthy enough to not worry about COVID, it's not possible. Your vaccine is probably your best bet. You don't know if you're healthy. What's the average? Let's just say you are physically fit and you have a very precise healthy diet with like the right amount of proteins, carbs, and fats. And you don't have any pre-existing medical conditions, you know. What else? What messes me up? You don't have any like disabilities or anything like that. Statistically perfectly healthy. What messes me up is that statistically perfectly healthy people exist, and how are they defining that? Getting healthcare as a trans person in Ireland is basically impossible anyway, so I couldn't be healthy no matter how hard I try, right? And you might have noticed in there, so 19 of you voted no. I got no yeses. And I think we can reasonably infer that, yeah, we're not healthy. You know, I've probably got damage to my respiratory system just from the air I breathe, honestly. Also the fact that I smoked for a bit. Shut up. And that's another thing too. It's like, a lot of people have smoked. A lot of people. This was a thing for a while there. It's like, oh, people who have a history of smoking are at a higher risk of COVID. And they just, again, the narrative, the rhetoric there, they treat those people as though they're not people. You know? And I'm not trying to encourage people to smoke here. But the fact of the matter is that they will still paint someone who does smoke. They will still paint anyone who does smoke as a villain, in the sense that, look, COVID is attacking these people who've been doing something that damages their lungs in an attempt to make you feel better about yourself if you're not a smoker, right? That's pretty grim. I am loaded. I have a big fat ass, lol. We're not healthy, and hot take, that's exactly how the government wants it. More profitable to be fucked up little creatures who have dependencies. Precisely. Exactly. That's why, especially in America, every single thing on the grocery store shelves is packed with sugar. So many preservatives in our foods that are designed to make us addicted to things that aren't good for us. Anyway. And it's, again, it comes back around to the fact that it's unreasonable for most people to get to that level of perfect health, to get the right medical treatments, to eat the right diet, to have the right training regimen, or whatever else. However society is defining health. And this is a controversial take. Health is a social construct. How we define health is a social construct. Because certain experts in certain fields have defined that. And I mean, don't get me wrong, there is definitely actual dietary science behind this. But what we socially consider to be healthy is, again, socially constructed. I've been looking at fleeing to Portugal yourself for a few years and having a Schengen visa. What's that mean? Helps in emigration within the EU. There you go. I did not know about that. Excusez-moi. Anyway, yeah. The very concept of what we consider to be healthy is socially constructed by way of... covered it in the philosophy tube on Jordan Peterson. Did she really? There we go. I haven't watched... She's done multiple Jordan Peterson videos, but only one since coming out. As far as I recall, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up on my philosophy tube, actually. I should go and watch some more. But, you know, the diet that we are supposed to eat, the exercise regimen we're supposed to partake in, and all the other things we're supposed to do, the right vitamins we're supposed to take, the right medical treatments to pursue to be healthy, it's unreasonable for the common person. There's a city where the EU was basically founded, the Schengen Agreement, yeah. Right, same as things like ADHD and co. The system didn't bend differences in humans, but bended people to a one-way society. Yes. Abigail Thorne. Yeah, I wasn't in the philosophy tube Jordan Peterson video. Lol. That was a good video though. I think some people didn't like it for some reason, because it waffled on a bit, I won't lie. I did like some of the things she did stylistically with that video, though. It was quite interesting. How long have I been twitching? How are we defining how long I've been on Twitch? I've been streaming since, like, technically 2018, but I went through a massive reboot in September of 2020, I think. September? Yeah. Abigail Thorne does have serious dummy mom. I can't say mommy, dommy mommy. I can't do that. Because here it is like dommy in an Aussie accent, mummy in an Australian accent too. Doesn't work. Pre-transition Abby Thorne. Oh, so there's a different... Oh, okay. Because, yeah, she did do the ideology of Jordan Peterson after coming out. Why do you ask how long I've been on Twitch for? Been twitching all my life. Same, bestie. I'm literally looking for a stim right now. I'm anxious. It's fun, isn't it? Yeah. My technical reboot, the point at which you could consider this channel to have like sort of restarted, is the 2nd of September 2020. I could consider that my second time starting on Twitch. It's the same channel, but if you were to be able to go back and watch my VOD on the 22nd of July before I took a big break, you would notice a stark difference. Destructo Deedles, how you doing? I am kind of a little bit sad that none of those VODs exist any longer. But at the same time, I want to look at it like, you know what, that's kind of a good thing. I can let that person rest now. He had his turn. You know. How are you? Welcome in. Excusez-moi. Belch. What was I looking at? Something about smoking. Why did I start the conversation around smoking now? Been using bisexual lighting as long as you follow me. Well, I did I think I only started doing the bisexual lighting thing. When did I start doing that? Heck. I could probably check within a reasonable margin on my YouTube channel. When I started, because for a while there, Draco, thank you for redeeming hugs.
Yeah, I see it.
Hugs.
Yeah.
Hugs, bestie. If I go back through my YouTube videos, there are videos of me sitting in front of the camera like usual, but it's green screen. At some point I switched to bi lighting, so yeah. Huggy Wuggies. Hi. Poggy Wuggies.
Huggy Wuggy.
Huggy Wuggy, Huggy Wuggies, lol. Cringe. You're cringe.
Cringe.
You're cringe. I'm based.
From what?
Based. Fuck off. I'm not allowed to sit down. She's holding me now. Hi. It's very gay. Oh, she's Heimlicking me, apparently. Why couldn't you just be regular licking me? Don't do that.
Lick you.
Yeah, don't lick me.
Lick you.
Hello, other person.
After stream. After Minecraft.
After Minecraft, yeah, we got Minecraft and cheese toasties after stream. Actually, we've got 56 minutes for me to hit 3,000 followers on the Bird app. I can't really show you my following count because my media's over there. It wasn't groping. It was a hug. I am currently at 2,942 followers on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter at the Abigail Beck. Do it now.
Stop. Myself TOS.
She's groping herself off camera now. Is that TOS? There we go. Go follow my Twitter right now. Do it. I need less than 60 followers to hit 3K. Do it. Yes, I get it. You hate people. And you have a yes, very good bosom. What the hell? What? Lily Olabolo? What?
What?
Ask RGR. Answer is probably yes. You don't have a Twitter? Go make one.
Go make
It's
one.
great. It's a very good idea
Go
that
make
I
one,
don't.
follow and then leave it, but don't delete it.
We never sorted out the Minecraft thing. Yeah, we got to sort out Minecraft. I want a Minecraft server.
Minecraft thing doing that?
What would I do with a Minecraft server though? It would probably
Minecraft.
suck.
Oh, ask Sil.
Oh, asking Sil. Yeah, we'll sort that out. While you're here, you collect amethysts, which is stupid, and I hate it actually.
Capitalism.
Capitalism.
Just make everything really cheap.
Huh?
Everything really cheap. Don't make
Yeah,
it
you're
cheap.
true. Make everything really cheap. That's socialism.
Make the free emotes cheap. Well, no, not the free emotes.
You want to preserve a shred of your sanity. Legit, though. I've got a guy in my DMs, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to respond to you. Good morning. No, we're not doing that. Oh, but there's some cool Bloodborne fan art on my feed. Like, heck.
Don't show the rest of the feed.
No, I'm not going to show the rest of the feed. Someone might have posted butthole, and I'm not risking that. Anyway, let's go back, actually. Let's go back through my videos. I'm just going to show... Well, I'm not going to show you my videos on my YouTube channel. I'm going to go back to... Yeah, Socialized Mail's good. How far back do we go before we get to the point where I wasn't in a green screen? It's a while back, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some chips.
We're going to have some cheese. We'll do cheese.
No chippies.
Cis guy DMs good morning. Bad and icky. Yes, actually bad and icky though. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I actually don't know when I started doing the green screen thing properly. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. It's been over a year, yeah. I wasn't using green screen for very long. Since coming out. Because I realized I couldn't make it look nice. I hated the idea of trying to make my background look nice. Minecraft mod pack that has missiles and lasers and shit. There's a gay in my Discord DMs. Yeah, true. To be fair though, Draco, you're going to need to be more specific. There's a lot of gays in my Discord DMs. Cryptoland video. No, where is it? Is that in my DMs also? Or is that in... Or did you send it to me somewhere else? Misk Media. You did mention crypto something. Cryptoland. Where is it? Where'd you send it to me? Generally, cishet guys interacting with you is icky 9 out of 10 times. Broadly speaking, yes. You can set up a server. We could do that. We could do that. Here we go. Alright, let's have a look. Cryptoland. Alright, let's have a look at this. This looks as cringe as it sounds. Let's have a gander at whatever the fuck we're gonna look at right now.
Hi, this is me, Christopher, a crypto degen with a...
Hang on. A crypto degen. Well, you got one part of that right. Anyway.
crush for crypto kitties. I'm on my way to Cryptoland, the #1 crypto destination on Earth where crypto enthusiasts...
I haven't got it up. Let me go back. I left...
Hi, this is me, Christopher, a crypto degen with a crush for crypto kitties.
Okay, hang on. 2 drinks.
I'm on my way to Cryptoland, the #1 crypto destination on Earth where crypto enthusiasts, or cryptolanders like we're called here, can meet with like-minded individuals in real life. And when Connie, the founder, told me that visionary investors could own a piece of this unique island, I smash bought one of the 60 exclusive parcels on the blockchain hills. That's how I...
Oh my god, I already want to kill myself. 6 drinks in the first, 12 seconds. I would be in the hospital with alcohol poisoning at this point if I was drinking. Crypto kitties. Yeah, why are they calling themselves crypto kitties? Yeah, crypto kitties. This video is hell. This is so awful. You watch Cryptoland stuff on Jackstream. This is advanced cringe. This is so bad.
Hi.
Huh? What'd you say?
Is this Cryptoland?
Yeah, Cryptoland.
Fuck. You know what their age of consent is?
No. Somebody mentioned this before. What is it?
Mentally mature.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned that the age of consent or whatever is.
That person didn't speak English well because we have multiple people running our accounts.
Okay. Yeah, they said the age of consent is mental maturity, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Winky face.
Winky face. Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors. Imagine a libertarian island where rich nerds can grope the staff/starve to death or both. What I fucking love about the crypto thing and the NFT thing is it's very, well, maybe less so crypto, but more so the NFT thing specifically, is it's strongly suggested, strongly hinted that the vast majority of NFTs are owned by very, very few people. And I mean incredibly few people.
Became a king cryptolander. There it is.
This looks so fucking bad.
Are you coming to the Vladimir Club party tonight? Yeah, just for Cryptolander NFT holders, right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Have a nice day, sir.
Ew.
Connie?
Christopher! Come here, buddy!
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, 50,000 blocks at least. Been waiting for you since Consensus. What are you, a pending transaction or what?
Well, I guess I'm...
Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad.
Confirmed now. Ready to become a Cryptoland maximalist. This is crazy.
Wait, what would you say? It's a gold chocolate coin, but it's melting so it's squishy and bendy. This is supposed to be a promotional ad for a real island. Wait, the island actually exists?
Sir, welcome to Cryptoland.
Oh, ew.
The hodlers of last resort.
Oh, brilliant. Hey, stacking sats like crazy, right?
Honey Badger don't care.
We are gonna make it.
The community's loving it, like on Twitter. Can't wait for you to give me a tour, Connie.
Nobody likes you guys on Twitter. What's a hodler? It's just off the coast of Fiji. What's a hodler?
Want to see first, Christopher?
I don't know. Let's start with the best.
No, I always keep the best for last. Let's go leave your luggage in your home first, and then I'll show you around. All the other King Cryptolanders have been arriving from all corners of the world. When we get to the Blockchain Hills, you're gonna understand what I meant by a first-class crypto lifestyle, man. Hey, Martin, please get us a car, would you?
Yes, sir.
Everybody is here. Carolyn, here he is.
Hi.
Hi, Mr. Adams. Nice to see you, sir.
This
Did you have a
feels
good
like
flight?
a parody. It really does. Hodl is how they meme holding crypto when the price falls. Okay. Seems like a parody, but it isn't. It's like a diet Pixar movie, as if it was written by someone on a 12-day bender with MDMA. Yeah, the dead eyes are fucking gross. Like, I mean, this already just looks gross on multiple facets. This is just
yes,
awful.
excellent. Thanks
this
for
is
asking.
artistically
Great.
deprived.
Here are your keys.
Not your keys, not your bitcoins. Seriously?
Your keys, your Bitcoin. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin.
Where do you come up with these crazy ideas?
I'm not gonna tell you where.
Sir, the Lambo's ready.
This is literally wrong on every level. Yes, I gotta turn the volume down just a bit. It's a bit too loud. Anyway.
What?
To the room, not the moon. Entering the Blockchain Hills.
Hey, what's that?
Go back a second. Look at how bad this animation is.
Entering the Blockchain Hills.
Hey, what's that?
That's
the
awful.
Vladimir Club, Cryptolanders members only club. We are preparing everything for tonight. We are throwing the most epic
What's with
crypto party
the lip
ever.
sync?
I wonder who your plus one is going to be.
DSL.
Here we
that
are, King
Lamborghini.
Cryptolanders territory.
Wow.
And here you have the 60 parcels.
I can't wait to get to mine.
Ta-da!
Oh my... Wow!
Not gonna lie, but I was spending time on 3D model libraries, and I think I've seen several of these character models there. Here in my garage. He got dissed on by a Bitcoin. This is so offensively masturbatory to wealth. It really is, hey. None of this looks right.
I got the parcel to build something dope for vacations, but now that I'm here, I might never leave. I already see we're gonna have the time of our lives. Show me more.
Okay.
This is the most tasteless thing I think I've ever seen. Holy shit, this is bad. This is like Trump Hotel levels of bad. It looks like a cheap VR chat channel, yeah. It's like when you play The Sims and you buy all the most expensive shit you can because it's the most expensive shit and you just put it in your house, right? You don't care about like the aesthetic, what's the phrase I'm looking for? You know, you just like, yeah, that's literally it. It's just playing The Sims and buying all the expensive shit because it's expensive. The golden OK symbol statue, yeah, as if you could be surprised that these are white supremacists. Another part that's just so weird, there's tons of staff in Shoot, but the island has a total of 60 homes. They live underground in a bunker.
First stop of the tour. This was on the top of the list. A much requested working zone, the Hub. Folks approached me saying, Connie, we need somewhere where we can be programming surrounded by palm trees and views to open sea. They were sick of working from tiny offices. Why do that when they can work from paradise? So we built it. Come on in. People are picking up their passes for the event. Tomorrow starts the Cryptoland Blockchain Week. We organize a number of different crypto conferences and meetups year-round. Lots of crypto VIPs coming tomorrow. You can feel the entrepreneurial spirit here. You can work, get coffee, and when you get stressed, you can hit up the de-stress room.
The de-stress room?
Yeah, the de-stress room.
This is like, this is a cult village. This is so bizarre. I hate everything about this. Can understand more of what's being said when I'm reading Shakespeare. Yet they're just making words up and smashing them together. Like, again, this whole concept of like the blockchain and the NFTs and all that, it's all entirely speculative. Just so we're clear, all of this shit is just like, there was a good analogy somebody made, like HD 90/1000s animations. Yeah, there was a good analogy somebody made of like, fuck, what was it? What are you doing, Stepcoin? Fuck, it was really good. At some point in the 90s, right? I think it was. A bunch of comic books started minting, like, physical comic books, right? Actual physical comic books you could buy. There were, like, limited editions that comic book hoarders would go out and buy so they could have this special limited edition of this comic that they were hoping would become the next Action Comics #1 sort of thing. But they had absolutely no real value or worth. They have far more value or worth now, even though no one cares. No one gives a single fuck about a foil cover of Spawn #1 or whatever, because no one gives a shit about Spawn these days, right? They have completely no value, but they're at least a physical thing you own. Like, the crypto and the NFT stuff is all entirely speculative and virtually does not exist, as short of destroying the planet, you know, short of using such ridiculous amounts of energy that are burning down the Amazon. You know, very much has the feel of I trained an AI on crypto weirdos tweets. This is what it wrote. Yes! Actually, yes. Honestly.
A pool full of coins? That's insane!
Don't be shy. Go ahead and try. Everybody loves it.
Woohoo!
Literally Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol.
This, just wait until you see what's next. The Crypto Restaurant.
Yeah, Scrooge McDuck, sorry.
To the moon! You little bot. Jim, any tables available?
Well, we can set up the 12 if you want.
Alrighty.
Too lazy to animate the jump. NFTs are going to make me rich. Magic the Gathering, Black Lotus card. Oh, you sweet, sweet, innocent dumbass. What can you even buy with crypto aside from NFTs?
Monsieur, the order book. For startups, I would suggest the 10K Bitcoin pizza. The Atomic Swap Lemonade. Freshly
Thanks. Where's my fork?
Oh, and of course, you're gonna love this.
There they are.
The Flash Crash Soda. The Lightning Network juice.
Oh, used to be able to buy sex work.
No, please, go ahead.
No, not the cis-het romantic subplot that's entirely needless. Oh my fucking god, you're kidding me. Please, no. No, stop. I cannot. I simply cannot. I am unable to can with this. I fucking knew it, right? This fucking dweeb over here is gonna pull in this advertisement for... Why? What does this have to do with fucking anything? I would rather sit through an entire season of Rusty Rivets than watch more of this shit. Jesus Christ. And those of you who know me, and the fact that I am a parent and have to sit through children's cartoons, would realize how much of an insult that is. Rusty Rivets is by far the worst children's show I've ever seen in my life. It's fucking trash. And I would rather watch the whole series of that than this. Strap me in, hold my eyeballs open. Do I raise my children as goths too? If they want to rock the goth, they can. Actually, there is a site that I shop on that does sell goth kids wear, and I can be like, yeah, they can get some whatever's available. It's usually like shirts, skirts, and shorts. Like, it's not lots. That bowl had rat poison on it. Like, why was it called rat poison? Was that an in-joke? Why? No, it's an insult. I've ranted about Rusty Rivets because it's the most dog shit show ever. You know, I expect a children's show to have some sort of theme or message that kids are going to get. And Rusty Rivets' theme is like... I mean, Paw Patrol's on the same level, honestly. Paw Patrol is literally... Paw Patrol's themes are really bad. Actively bad. Rusty Rivets doesn't have themes at all. It's just like... Don't worry about your problems. Deus Ex Machina will come to save the day every single time. It's so dumb. I fucking hate it. Anyway. Get him on the good old Looney Tunes. No, get him on Bluey. Bluey's actually a based kids show. It's so good. Anyway, let's continue. I mean, Peppa Pig is not as bad as Rusty Rivets. Caillou, I've heard, is cancer. I'm not willing to put myself through it.
Forks, you know?
Let's continue.
Classic. Thanks. Enjoy your meal.
Oh my god, the echoey vocals. Shit.
See you around.
Like she recorded that in her kitchen.
While you were too
has
busy doing your,
Good.
your impressive wordplay, I went ahead and ordered for you a 10K pizza and a bubbly mutant serum for you. Bon appetit!
Ew, don't put us in his mouth.
You know.
Okay, worse than Peppa Pig, that is quite a claim. I will say that much. But genuinely, I would rather watch Peppa Pig than Rusty Rivets. However, have you seen Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom? Any parents in the audience, and which is probably none of you. Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom is made by the same studio that makes Peppa Pig and uses a lot of the same voice actors, and that's a genuinely good show, actually. That's quite fun.
Oh, Connie, I think I'm falling in love with this place. It's so peaceful.
Peaceful? If it wasn't for those flying hackers, watch this.
Bitcoin?
Holy smokes. This is mass adoption at its finest. What's that?
That's Cryptoland's Walk of Fame.
Whoa!
Follow the crypto stars and you'll
Ew.
get to the moon.
Moomins? What's Moomins? No, but your son is an adult. I mean, you should still put your son on Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. The man who runs my country watches Peppa Pig. Don't design your character to look like they're a cancer patient, that is my counter-argument. Moomins is cool in ACAB.
That was fun.
Boy, we are in Crypto Beach, and fun is the norm here. Oh, you invest?
Okay, no, we're stopping. I'm not doing musicals. There's no fucking way I'm doing musicals. I'm sorry. No. I'm stopping there. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I am done with that. As done can be. Yeah, genuinely, who was that for? That is full of so many in-references that you're not going to get unless you're in that group. And, like, that was so cringe. That was more cringe than I think anything. They go through Greece to Prince Ali from Aladdin. Oh, fuck me. No way. Was it meant to play after a talk or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Yeah, the most loser people you can imagine, right? Literally, yes. Like, it had conference energy. It really does. It really, really, really does. And it's just like, it was after a talk, okay. They're speculating their own island now. That is sad. Particularly love that they steal Prince Ali, this song about making yourself out to be a bigger deal than you are. My cat has come in here. There he is. Happy to know my feelers ain't off, yeah. Animation is an advertisement for a real island they've bought and what they plan to do on the island. It's so dumb. Watch the IRL part. Wait, there's more? Oh, I'm not listening to the music. I'm not listening to the musical. He does get with a girl. Ugh. You could see Cat if he didn't just run back out of the room. But yeah. I'm just fixing my ponytail. Alright, fine. I'll bring it back up for a second to get to the IRL part. Full video is like 18 minutes long. Okay, so does it just... Okay, so that's just the animated bit. And I'm just... I don't want to... I don't want to watch more. Comments are turned off. Like-dislike ratio is turned off. I wonder why that is. Come on. Be real with yourselves. Can't wait for them to learn the harsh reality of living on an island of the most intensely incel cis men imaginable, with like 5 women who will assuredly be murdered or leave. Fire Festival! Yes, yes. That was my favorite part of the Envy video that ContraPoints did. Her talking about the Fire Festival. That was a whole thing. If we could just watch that bit of the video, should we watch just that bit? I don't know which point she talks about the Fire Festival. That was pretty early on. And that's a really good, honestly, it seems like the same dealio. Lord of the Flies. Never get on a rich person's boat. It's in Envy. I think if I just search Envy, I could probably find it. Yeah, there it is. One of my favorite videos of hers. Like, this is just such a good... Should we watch it? I feel like I want to watch it, but it's an hour and 48 minutes, and Natalie, as much as I love your face, good lord, her plastic surgeon is an artist. I don't know. These guys think they're wizards and can just say, aha, we crypto, and they'll never have to worry about anything again, and women will love them. It reeks of desperation, honestly. Lord of the Flies, commonly seen as an allegory on how bad human nature is actually about how evil private British schools are. Send me a tweet of one of the a picture of the tweet one of the creators posted. Okay. Oh, it's not that I've watched this video all the way through, and her J.K. Rowling video. Like, ContraPoints does amazing videos, but I'm not going to make you lot sit through it with me interrupting and commentating as well. Anyway, they even poke fun at other pyramid schemes like BitConnect and Bernie Madoff. Wait, which? They butchered the Grease song, yeah. What have I missed? Oh, you were replying to Katrina. Has so many bad takes on NBs you can't keep track anymore. Which is interesting because one of her early videos was about being NB, because she was NB for a bit, and then, if I recall correctly. It's been deleted and he removed his picture, lol. Anyways, that bit about the Fire Festival was good, though. I'm itchy. Why am I itchy? Bad takes at draped in overly complex language. Going harsh tonight, are we, folks? Screenshot in Discord. Let me have a look. Here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is the thing that we were talking about earlier. Open link. Oh, my head's hurting. Here we go. At Cryptoland, what will the age of consent be in Cryptoland? Mental maturity should be more than enough. Winky face. Looks like the Fire Festival stuff is at the very beginning of the video. Do we want to watch that bit? Because that's quite a good extrapolation of that whole thing there. Background character has a Pepe the Frog shirt, of course. Who would be surprised? Here is the Cryptoland Island. Okay. Where are we? And look at the satellite view. So here's what we've got. Okay. So they've got an island. Where are we? Off Fiji. Fiji, of course. Why would I be surprised at that? There we go. Little St. James 2.0 Epstein's Island. Okay. Interesting. I will let you know my 12-year-old waifu is 5,000 years old. Fucking hell. After that, they sent cease and desist letters to some people who were talking about that incident. Wait, which incident? Let me go back. She's a dragon. How dare you? Fucking hell, that's cringe. The only threat to catgirl supremacy is catboy supremacy. Because patriarchy. Patriarchy invades all of these things. Anywho. Oh, why is my head hurting? Bro, why is my head hurting? Also, you can see how bad my little contour here is. Oh, the mental maturity one. Oh, I see. Lol. Yeah, you can see how badly I didn't blend my contour here. That's awful. I'm just noticing how awful that looks. Good night, Fox. Have a good one. I should actually look into makeup tutorials because my makeup game is not on point. Yes, cat boys. Spending billions and billions of dollars on cat boys. What was the whole thing? Like nude pictures of cat boys or something like that? I don't know. Either way, good content, Keffels. Thank you. No bad dragon jokes. Stop. They successfully transplanted a pig's heart into a human being, so cat girls are coming. Good, as we should expect. Based. Also, here's a wild thing that sort of came up relatively recently, which may have... I just noticed, like, I just opened Twitter and, like, Lucky Bones has tweeted. It just came up on my timeline. And I'm like, we had an interaction recently where I'm like, oh, hey, we should collab. And they're down for it. So I'm like, maybe I should do that at some stage. I should stop responding to tweets where people are like, oh, who wants to collab? And then they're interested and I don't follow up. I should really learn to follow up so that I can do collaborations with people, actually. Or with no clothing on, such as in men's magazines. Little clothing on, or with no clothing on. Do I have to get my cat girl spayed? If you want to, it's probably a good idea. I would advise so. Because then, you know, they can be bred as much as possible. Without actually breeding. Do we get pig heart specific viruses now? That's kind of grim, actually. The fact that, we can transplant animal hearts. Like, you know what? Fuck the animal. Just kill the animal off, steal its heart, put it in a human being. The pig had the gene expression which triggers rejection in humans deleted. It's really freaking cool. That is kind of wild technology, actually. Do you have any an article or a video about it? Cat people convo is getting me giddy. Good. 2,944 Twitter followers. I'm disappointed. We're not going to hit 3,000 tonight. I can't believe that. I wanted my cheese toasty. I'm still going to make it. I don't give a shit what you think. Spaying and neutering is the best way to control the animal populations. When we talk about controlling populations now, I get a bit... hope they can just lab grow this junk. I want some pig lungs. Do they have like better lung capacity? How big are pig lungs? They'd have to be massive. Surely. You can post a link if you want. Yeah, absolutely. We do have a link posting redeem, actually, which you don't need to use. It's just easier if you use that, because then I can go back and look at the redeem, but it's fine. I've got it here. Okay, here we go. I don't want to be a cat person. I've been indoors and wandering around outside on my own for too long. Okay, here we go. A genetically modified pig heart. All right, let's take a look. In a medical first, a man with terminal heart disease gets a transplant of a genetically modified pig heart. A 57-year-old Maryland man is doing well 3 days after receiving a genetically modified pig heart. Why am I getting Warhammer recommendations? Anyway, in a first-of-its-kind transplant surgery, University of Maryland Medicine said in a news release Monday. I went to say Wednesday. Just learned from the Royal Institute that if it weren't for a specific virus, the placenta we are typically born from wouldn't exist. Oh, really? David Bennett had terminal heart disease and the pig heart was the only currently available option according to the release. Bennett was deemed ineligible for a conventional heart transplant or an artificial heart pump after reviews of his medical records. It was either die or do this transplant. I want to live. I know it's a shot in the dark, but it's my last choice, Bennett said before the surgery, according to the release. The US FDA granted emergency authorization for the surgery on December 31. 3 genes that are responsible for rejection of pig organs by human immune systems were removed from the donor pig, and 1 gene was taken out to prevent excessive pig heart tissue growth. 6 human genes responsible for immune acceptance were inserted. Bennett's doctors will need to monitor him for days to weeks to see whether the transplant works to provide life-saving benefits. He'll be monitored for immune system problems or other complications. There are simply not enough donor human hearts available to meet the long list of potential recipients, surgeon Dr. Bartley P. Griffith said in a statement. We are proceeding cautiously. I need to take these out so I can hear myself. We are proceeding cautiously but also optimistic that this first-in-the-world surgery will provide an important new option for patients in the future. I'm not reading properly. Because I'm a trans girl, the optical market for 40k Warhammer. Revivicor, a regenerative medicine company based in Blacksburg, Virginia, provided the heart, according to the news release. A total of 106,657 people are on the national transplant waiting list, and 17 people die each day waiting for an organ, according to organdonor.gov. Art Kaplan, a professor of bioethics at New York University, said he was a little apprehensive when he heard the news of Bennett's transplant. I hope they've got the data to back up trying this now based on their animal studies, he said. The United States has a terrible shortage of organs for transplants, he said. He believes engineering animal parts is a solution. The question is, can we get there with minimal harm to first volunteers, he asked. Pig heart valves have been transplanted into humans for many years. In October, surgeons successfully tested the transplant of a genetically modified pig kidney into a woman in New York who was brain dead. Kaplan said it is too early to call the heart transplant a success. That label will come if Bennett has good quality of life for months, he said, but it's still possible that he could die. I mean, he could get hit by a bus. That's a dark joke. Don't ignore that. Whatever the outcome, it's important for researchers to learn something that can be applied to future transplants, he added. He said there could be an independent review of the data that went into the decision to this first transplant in Minecraft. The other ethics issue is around the consent, he said. It should come from others besides the patient, who is very likely to agree to the surgery if he is facing death. Consent for the imminent dying is important to get, but it's not enough, he said, suggesting a research ethics committee weigh in. You want to have somebody else say, yes, we agree, this isn't a crazy, too risky thing to try. More than 40,000 transplants, a record, were done in 2021, according to the Organ Procurement and Transplantation Network. There we go. Chances are the poor bastard's going to get COVID if he's in an American hospital. Imagine dying of COVID after getting a pig heart transplant. It's like, yeah, this is going to provide me with, like, I want to live. I want to survive. I'm going to take this risky heart transplant. Gets COVID, dies anyway. In Minecraft. Transplant, yes. Brief definition of communism. I mean, that could be fun. What is communism? What is this? Is this a meme? Oh, it's Keffels. It's a meme. The American dream. He could have gotten swine flu. Because pig hearts, lol. Too risky. He either dies or maybe doesn't die. I mean, yeah, there's not many options here, are there? Oh, hang on. Start again. Thank you, Keffels, very based. Pardon? Oh, really? Can you show me? Show me the cool Minecraft spot, please. Anywho. There we are. As a Marxist, I second this. It's true, though. So true, bestie. Communism is publicly shared my ass. No, communism is publicly sharing my ass. Capitalism is privately sharing my ass for profit. See, there is a difference. By the way, we got 69 viewers. Nice. Lol. Always gonna bring that up because, you know, the weed number never gets old. Meant to click drop a link, not poll redeem. Oh, you poll redeemed, lol. Okay, hang on. My ass? No, our ass. Hang on. Stop. I want to see the clip. Clippy. I mean, he could get hit by a bus. That's a dark joke. Don't ignore that. I mean, you could get hit by a bus. You can't see me because I'm literally right in the way. Anyway, what were you saying, babe? Send me pictures. Oh, okay. She won't let me show you the Minecraft pictures on the stream. Awa. 69, the weed number. Yeah, different to 420, the sex number. You know, I like to do 69 weeds. Caught it around that time, recovered and didn't go out, but didn't get a choice in that because I felt like shit. I am lucky I never had the opportunity to catch swine flu, thankfully. Nor the bird flu. So, you know.
Oh, fucking PAX warning.
PAX warning?
Yeah.
Meaning?
It's when you, like, kill or hurt a zombie and game spawns a pack of 3 of them that'll come after you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, PAX, like Penny Arcade Expo. Okay, injecting 69 marijuanas before engaging in a 420. I like to engage in a 4 and 20 pies. I want to engage in one of these 420s. A meat pie, mate. I want to get engaged inside a meat pie, yes. I want one of these. I want a bloke 4 and 20 meat pie. Have they got a plant-based meat-free pie? Should stop doing the voice. I'm giving myself dysphoria for your entertainment. I hope you like it. Yeah, it's just, well, it's tomato sauce. I don't know what the difference is between tomato sauce and ketchup, honestly. It's nicer. We gotta buy, oh, I don't have the music on. We gotta buy ketchup so I can see what the difference is. Wait, you didn't realize meat pies were a thing? Do you guys not know about the Australian tradition? Or 4 and 20 pies? Surely you've heard of meat pies. Certainly. Yes, I am just bouncing right now. I'm bopping. Tomato sauce is very good. Ketchup is gross. Fucking which one is it? I've never tried ketchup. Ever. I've never even seen it on store shelves here in Australia. Yeah, 4 and 20 is a prominent Australian pastry goods brand, and they generally do meat pies and sausage rolls. So, you know, that kind of thing. And they're pretty good, I suppose. They're not really exactly groundbreaking. They're meat pies and sausage rolls. Like, what can you expect? They have meat in them. They're a pie. Cool. And by the way, just for the hell of it, I clicked onto Reddit, and this is one of the first posts I see. From Russell Post, apparently. Charlie's Angels are biological men. Look at their male far apart eyes, long necks, and long humerus bones. Okay. Massive nice titties, right? The male hormonal nice titties. What? Oh, it's the cat attacking you. What in the fuck is going on with the cisgenders? Can somebody please just stop them? Can somebody stop the sissies, please? Enough. Enough, sis. Stop. Enough. This has gone on for far too long. Oh, goodness Christ. Goodness Christ, lol. Humorous bones. Like fucking Superman with X-ray vision now. Exactly. Like, what the fuck are they even talking about? It's funny. Yeah. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, literally. It's funny when they target cis people and call them trans, it immediately destroys their own narrative and they don't even know it. Yeah, right? Right. They oh, I could tell. We could tell. It's like, but you literally can't, though? You fucked that up on the first go of this. Got them humorous bones. Ha 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 ha. I got a funny bone. I smacked it on the table earlier. Please end the sissies. Discord DM, not for stream. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's definitely not for stream. Lol. You could tell me this stuff. Oh, you know I check Discord after stream, right? You don't need to tell me right away. No one can tell I'm secretly 3 possums in a trench coat, lol. His methodology found every cis woman was secretly trans. What about that whole thing? Let me see if I can find something, actually. There's a good video on this. Your bone structure is male, really? I can't see the bone structure because of this damn meat vessel. What am I looking for? Ah, damn it. This is way too long. Damn it. I can't put you through a 40-minute video. There's this whole thing, right? There's this whole weird thing. I'm sure somebody did a video on this thing. Transvestigators, right? There's these people out there. There's these absolutely deranged people out there who genuinely believe for some fucking reason that a number of obviously, well, not even necessarily obviously, I shouldn't say that. A number of prominent people, a lot of celebrities, rich people or whatever, are secretly transgender. And it's part of some trans conspiracy to control the world. And they make all these wild connections, like pointing to the way they stand, to their facial structure or their body structure or all these other things. The only video I can find about it seems to be a Thought Slime video, which is like 40 minutes long and is them talking with... It's Cringe Corner with Sophie. This is 3 weeks ago, so like this... But I'm sure there was another video. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Samantha Lux. It was someone who did like a decent synopsis of this entire conspiracy. But I can't seem to. Oh, hang on. It was Shu. It was Shu 3 years ago. Is anyone okay with watching Shu, or should we not? Yeah. Do you wanna watch a Shu video? It was Shu on Head. Trans Illuminati MK Ultra slave. It's a good video. Like, it is Shu on Head, but it's a good video. How many trans men are in the list? Probably not many. Because they genuinely think there's some kind of... Yikes, no. Oh, God. We got that kind of response. It's the only short video on the subject. And there's a video just underneath it, like a couple of videos underneath it called Jake Gyllenhaal Transvestigation FTM, and it's a minute long. Let's have a. We won't watch Shoe then. Fine. Transvestigation. Let's have a look at this. Right. Skull shape. Facial masculinization surgery. How are you even proving that? Oh, hang on. Let me turn the music off because that's probably copyrighted. Shoe is besties with Blair White. Yeah, true. We'll just have our own music in the background. Okay, it's just pictures of Jake Gyllenhaal now. Breast removal scars. I don't know if we can show that on Twitch, actually. There's no that's photoshopped! I've seen Jake Gyllenhaal shirtless. It's not photoshopped. Like, I mean, it is photoshopped. He doesn't have top surgery scars. Female to male. He is hot. I mean, he's very conventionally attractive. In women, the ring finger and the index finger tend to be about the same length, but in men, the index finger is usually the shorter of the two digits. This is absolutely off the fucking chain. This is what they do. Female spine. Oh, he was good in Spider-Man, yeah. What's that? It's just a picture. Same body as Buck Angel. Have you people seen Buck Angel, though? Buck Angel looks like a man, honey. I don't know what the deal is with that illustration. I'm sure that's some kind of freakish bullshit, too. Female spine. Like, it's literally phrenology. And these people are deranged into thinking it's real. He is an attractive human, and if he was legitimately FTM, who gives a fuck? Like, honestly. Buck Angel is buff as tits. Like, where's a good picture of him that doesn't include stuff that I can't show on Twitch? You can look Buck Angel up in your own time. Anyway. Without those texts, it could just as much be a Stan account. Yeah, exactly. Can tell they're trans by the way they smell. Buck has got many, many issues. Certainly. Buck is, in fact, as the title implies of today's stream, a problematic individual. Yes. So this guy's evidence that this guy's actually a woman is that he looks like a man. Yeah. They really just go whole hog with it. They make up complete conspiracy theories. That are rooted in no reality whatsoever. The majority of them from that Shoe video, from what I can recall, tend to be from tend to be from people who are speculating that cis women, generally speaking, or at least you assume they're assumed to be cis women, are trans, and they make a bunch of the same kind of accusations like we saw there, just like suggesting certain surgeries occurred, or suggesting this, like their bone structure is that, whatever, rather than simply accepting the fact that humans develop different to one another. Is Pat from SNL on the list? Buck is one of those idols I have that I fiercely disagree with, but also have trouble not admiring. I mean, you can admire them physically. I mean, for a while I admired Bradley Martin for his ridiculous physique, but then turns out he's a trumpet, so I don't give a fuck about him. And that is normie crap comedy, true. It's comedy about NFTs on German radio already. Why, though? It's weird. Who gives a shit about NFTs? Pardon? Yeah, if you want. Okay. This person doesn't need to be here, so they can go away. Don't have a problem with Julia Serrano or Kate Bornstein, but I also don't put them on a pedestal. What are they known for? Julia Serrano I know from Twitter. That's it. Author of Whipping Girl. You love John Cleese's humor, but his opinions on queer people? Yeah, no. This comes back around to the whole Excuse me. This honestly brings me back to the thing around J.K. Rowling and the death of the author kind of thing. It's like the value we might place on an entertainer or a creator or whatever for the work they do, but then they might hold opinions that are directly contradictory to, let me think. Like, say you take a good message away from Harry Potter as a trans person, but then you realize that she's intensely transphobic. You know. Whipping Girl is so good. Kate's been doing the Lord's work on gender for decades. Kate Bornstein. What is it? Kate Bornstein. Do I not follow this person? Okay. Author, performer, advocate for teens, freaks, and other outlaws. Any pronouns will do. Based. Abby is woman. I am woman. Hear me roar. There you go. And don't get me started on Abigail Beck. I'm one of the best trans people. Here's a flex for you. With my little weak baby biceps. Oh, crack that neck. Oh, excuse me. Am I finding more based trans people on Twitter I have to follow, or are they too political? I don't know if I want to follow too many overly serious, prominent trans voices on Twitter. I'd like to follow more shit posters, honestly. I like how the trolls are coming in and Phage has just got the finger on the trigger. It's funny. That's actually funny. Raise my analytics, you fucks. Why would you reply to yourself? They're too... Well, not too political. It's just like there are certain people... you know what? I'm going to be cringe for a second. They're too old. There's too many old, serious people. I don't want to follow the old, serious people. I want to follow shit posters. I want to follow people who post funny memes and shit about being trans. Can you give me some recommendations on those? Because I've been doing this thing lately. I found a really good website, Tokimeki Unfollow. And I have a specific following score of 1312. So every time I follow someone new, someone else has to go. And usually it's like some Twitch streamer I followed when I just started out as an affiliate. And I've never interacted with their tweets even once. You know. Abby is a trabs woman. I got sick abs, bro. I actually do, though. My abs are looking better and better. Thank you for being so open to your pronouns. You'd rather never call me it. I mean, I like it, personally. And that may be actually sort of a preferred pronoun kind of thing. The way I look at it, right, is like, it honestly feels a little bit more personal. Whereas she feels more social, if that makes sense. Which is perhaps a weird way of looking at it, I don't know. But broadly speaking, in most typical social situations with regular, everyday folks, she would be applicable. However, among those more close to me, they would have a better understanding that I prefer it. So I do that. I do she, it. My room is so pretty, thank you. Even though I've gotten rid of a lot of like my cool junk that was sitting on this shelf. Still feel like she, it. That's gonna go on a t-shirt. Fuck it. Let's make a t-shirt. My tits are good sounding words together. How do we make a t-shirt? Let's go. I want to do something. I want to make a t-shirt. I should do Teespring, shouldn't I? Alright, you know what? Tomorrow I'm spending some time designing t-shirts, and one of them is gonna be I feel like she, it. Someone's probably already done it, but I'll do it anyway. I'm doing that. I'll go through that. I've got one. I've got a couple of shirt ideas, actually, and they're not going to be do not expect high quality from me. But I want to make more money doing things, so I'm going to design some shitty meme shirts. I want to make an I identify as lonely / single joke, but I actually have been getting some positive attention lately. Based! Heck yes. I don't want you to be lonely. You know? I want you to be loved and happy and cared for. As you should be. You go by they, them, as you're still presenting male and feel you would be faking it if you went with she, her now. I understand that too. Honestly, the fact that I just completely pivoted to she, her immediately after I transitioned, it feels a bit weird sometimes. Because I did definitely go through a phase where I'm like, I have very, very visible, prominent beard stubble, and it's gross as fuck. I hated it, because I've got dark facial hair. So getting laser over the past year and a bit has been very relieving in that department at the very least. But honestly, estrogen has done fucking wonders for my face, weirdly enough. Fat distribution plays a big part. So, you know. No such thing as faking your own gender. Yes, exactly. Your pronouns are your pronouns. And I totally get, like, if you are a transitioning person and you're early in your transition and you don't exactly pass, I totally get if you want to just not be out with your pronouns and not be out with your any of that kind of stuff. If you want to just sort of play it safe, maybe. If you want to just stick with the gender assigned at birth for the time being until you feel you are more comfortable. You know. You realized you were trans and came out publicly the next heckin' day. It just went all out. I kind of did the same, though. Not really. I ruminated on it for like a few weeks, and then lockdown ended, and I pretty much almost... I think it was actually my birthday. It wasn't my birthday that I figured it out. But I did, like, right after... The day after my birthday, I completely shaved my face. Right? And then that was like... a moment of gender incongruence at the very least. And the following weeks was a period of me coming to terms with it. And then I came out to my family. And then a few weeks later, I came out publicly to everybody else on Twitter. And then I was just Abigail from then on. So it was a very... And like the thing is, it wasn't like I just knew at age 31. Right? It was that I had numerous instances throughout my life where I had an inkling or I had a revelation that I was a girl, right? But I kept repressing those and I kept pushing them down and saying, you know, I didn't want to deal with that. Because I realized early on that it was, you know, a very complex thing, a very difficult thing. Most people are going to face difficulty transitioning. And yeah, a lot of the time I was just like, it's just not going to be socially acceptable. I'm going to face so much hardship if I go through with it and so forth. And then 31 was just like the breaking point. I'm like, okay, I can't keep up with this anymore. I have to either come out now or not at all. You know, it's when one titty tits on the other. I can do that. I got banging tits. Yeah, trans people are pretty cool, hey. When you moved to Canada one day, you attempted just to abandon your birthday to cut ties with your family, treat your HRT anniversary. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. Was Abigail the first pick? No, it wasn't. It took me a bit to land on that. There were a few that I was considering. Rogue was one of them. I tried to follow a theme for a bit of like, let's change my name to something that starts with the same letter. Right? But I didn't end up going through with that, obviously. For anyone who knew me beforehand. But yeah, there were a few names. Rogue was one of them. I actually can't remember most of them. Eventually I settled on Abigail, because I just really liked how honestly unique it sounds. I don't know many Abigails. And she nearly stole the name too, bitch. Oh yeah, she nearly made it her middle name, which would be fucking hilarious. We're not going to explain why, because that's... But that's fucking hilarious. I forget when I got my HRT first, but I generally use the day I was... legally Meryl is the only concrete anniversary day. That's another good one too. Your sister is an Abigail? There we go. I think it's just because, for whatever reason, I've never met an Abigail in my day-to-day life. So I have this attachment to it where it's like, this is kind of an unusual name. Even though I know it's not. I know there are plenty of Abigails out there. Plenty of Abbies out there. But, you know, for a while there I was just like, Abigail x Abigail. I mean, I'd still... If Maddie was Abigail too, I'd still like her a lot. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna begrudge my partner her name if it's the same as mine. Lol. Friend's stage name is Abby. There you go. I forget what exactly I did to land on Abby. I think I definitely did the thing of like scrolling through a bunch of baby name websites. Yeah. And I just landed on it. And what's funny is like it means something like father's joy or father's pride, pride of the father or something like that. And I'm like, I've never really specifically felt that way about my dad and I's relationship. But I'm one of the few people out there who doesn't really specifically have daddy issues, you know, which I just never really saw him as my, like, someone who's like, I'm his pride and joy. Not really, you know. I'm not saying that in a bad way, more in like an indifferent way. Anyways, what name means bigger tits, bigger dick? Good question. Anyway, chose your name from a Star Trek character. There you go. I mean, I think the name Abigail was in my mind. Sorry, I turned the volume on my stream. I think the name Abigail was kind of fresh in my mind from Stardew Valley because I played a lot of that before I transitioned. Stardew Valley's a trans game. There you go. But yeah. Thankfully, you never had any attachment to your father, so you don't have papa issues with him being gone. The only, like, and this is a personal thing, I probably shouldn't be so open about this sort of thing, but, you know, my dad pretty much left when I was a young kid, but he was always in the picture because he would come back and, like, take me and my sister for occasions like birthdays, Christmas, Easter, and all that kind of thing. So it's like, we didn't not have a relationship with dad. It was just a bit strained because my mum was the primary carer through most of our lives, right? So, to that end, I don't specifically have any issues with dad necessarily. He's never been a bad parent by any stretch. But, oh, gross. Why is this guy on my fucking... Ew, no. There's an ad featuring a streamer that I fucking hate. I'm trying to watch I'm trying to, like, take a look at somebody's stream so I can raid them. And I gotta look at this guy. Anyway, for me, my brain just shouted the name Mia at me for some reason. Well, based. Yeah, there's a streamer in an ad for a company doing a thing. But, you know. Name translate to he who fears God. I'm an atheist. Lol. Something to typically avoid when choosing new names is alliterations. Yes. Let's see. Who can I harass tonight? Kate is playing Hollow Knight. Do you want to do that, babe? The Witcher. What are we feeling? Do we feel The Witcher or do we feel Hollow Knight? Toss a coin to your Witcher. Toss a coin to me. I need more money. I'm broke. Well, I'm not, but you know. I like money. So give me yours. You don't need it. I would do so much better with it than you would. I'd buy shoes. Were you going to buy shoes? Give me your money. What? Okay. What are we thinking? You agree with Botwick? Oh yeah, my video is okay, I suppose. Toss a coin to your Twitcher. You claim to be a socialist, yet you rely on money to survive. I'm gradually turning capitalist for selfish reasons. No, I'm not. What are we thinking? Do we like The Witcher or do we like Hollow Knight? I don't know which to go with. Somebody pick for me. I can't pick. I'm sitting here dumbassedly staring at a screen, not knowing who to raid. Almost all of us trans girls are broke as fuck. Yeah, like we literally have $20 that we just send back and forth. Witcher it is. True socialists live off of being in proximity of heavy industry, y'all, pretty much. Namaroff it is. Alright, let's go say hello, go say hi, go be friendly, go be based, go don't be cringe. There is a raid message if you want to bother with it, but I don't. Because raid messages are fucking cringe, but, you know, whatever, do it if you feel like it. I won't associate with you if you do that, but it's there if you like it. You freak. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. It's been lovely talking at you. And fingers crossed I should be back tomorrow night if I don't feel like absolute shit. So, you know. That being said, COVID so far has not been treating me the worst. So, tomorrow is the final day of my isolation, as requested by the government. So, with any luck, I should be relatively symptom-free. Seems like we're probably going to need to take some rapid tests, though, because neither Maddie nor I are completely asymptomatic. So, be kind to yourselves and each other. I love your faces. Try not to be a shit cunt, and I'll see you when I'm looking at you.